Yes, Chromite knows. He's already in chat. Okay. If we do that, we can't put it on
What
the tube.
have I done?
There's already a follower. Who was that? Harry's Place. Welcome, man. Welcome. Moon Ranger. Yeah, we're not going to run the cappies tonight, I don't think. I'm going to see how much info I can get out of Chromite, and then if there's time, if people are still around, then maybe we can do cappies. Okay. What's up, brother?
Hello.
Yeah, did you see Krause? He said, "You set a time? Does Chromite know?" Okay, so we're just going to get right into it because I don't want to waste too much of your time. And do you want to meet somewhere, or do we even need to meet? We can
for
just
all
stare
for all
at
of
each other.
this, for all of this, I'm doing dailies right now, so we can just right-click on the portrait and then select inspect.
Okay.
So let me do that for you.
Yeah, and for all of you guys that don't know, this is Chromite Swiftpaw. I don't know what you go by. He goes by
It's
Chromite.
just by Chromite. I mean, it was all one word because I didn't have my Chromite name on Twitch due to making an account on Justin.tv.
Ah.
Then I finally got it all back again, so just Chromite is fine.
So anyway, for a long time since I've been streaming and since I've met him, he's been kind of the Uber hunter to me, as in he spends a lot of time looking at setups and damage output and all the things that a lot of us don't take the time to do, and that's why been wanting to get with him, and we never could figure out a time. It was mainly my fault because I would not pester him to come join me. So now we've got him in here, so we're gonna try to pick his brain. So if some of you guys have questions, kind of let us talk it out, and then we'll try to get to some of the questions. Hello, Oin, Moon Ranger, everybody, what's going on? So anyway, we've got his. We're inspecting you. See, and I already see, like I don't even have a first age.
Yeah,
Offhand.
we can get that in a flash though. That's no.
Well, yeah, I did a bunch of the roving threats, so I have some people in the kinship that are good enough to craft stuff for me, so I can at least get one made.
Well, how many gift givers brands do you have?
Let's see. I think I had like 17. I don't know. How many do you need?
Okay.
Let's see.
I think it's 50 per first stage.
Oh gosh. What's it under? It's under like currency. No, that's ashes.
So 29. Okay, so you're almost there. I mean,
Where'd you see that?
in your wallet.
I went right by it, didn't I?
You know you can search your wallet too.
I looked up. I did gift. Is it? Oh, there it is. Okay. 29. So you need 50 for a first stage? Okay, yeah.
I
That's not
believe
too
so.
bad.
Yeah.
Um,
So anyway, I mean, it's not that big of a deal right now. We will want to get you one though, because it
Right.
will be helpful.
Do me a favor. Let me take. I forgot to get a pen. Let me go get a pen real quick. I'll be right back. Starting off strong.
So for those of you out there right now, if you look at All Up's gear right now, that's what we call Skittles. It's got all the colors of the rainbow. The goal is to try and get that to either be all cyan or get some cyan and gold in there.
Share stream. Okay, sorry about that.
You're not sorry at all.
I've got pen and paper in case I need to make notes. Yeah, Krause, we'll get into his thought process on what stats and legendary stuff. We'll try to go through as much as we can while we have time. Hello, Ikapios. What's up, Joe? Okay, let's sorry about that. I gotta kind of keep an eye on the.
So, really quick, do you know if you have any imbued legacy replacement scrolls?
I do believe so.
Because you get those through questing in Central and Eastern Gondor, I believe.
I'm gonna have to go
maybe Eastern and Old Honorian, really.
I'm gonna have to go to a vault. What's up, Jeannie? Why do I gotta put my Christmas tree away? Spent all that time putting it up. I'm gonna get some use out of it.
Yeah, get some enjoyment out of that tree.
Right. It makes me happy. So I'm gonna. Okay. So let me just go somewhere. Anyway.
Now I forget. Do you craft?
No.
Have you crafted at all ever on this character?
Let's just check. Ba-bam! It's empty.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't craft. I've kind of relied on my kinship a lot for that.
Yeah.
And Joe's in chat, and he's made me quite a bit of stuff. So.
So what I would recommend, something that's quick and easy, and easy to collect stuff, is to just go explorer and be a tailor, because you can just go out and kill things to get hides, and that'll allow you to craft stuff up.
Yeah.
So
I can craft.
Yeah,
the
well, I mean,
legacies and stuff.
It's so you can get the crafted relics.
Okay, I have 6 imbued legacy replacement
Okay, so
scrolls.
you've never used any, it looks like.
Nope. I think really the last time that I did much with any of at least my main LI, main weapon, is when you were telling me, I think it was you. I don't know if I've ever done anything. I think I have with my hunter, though. Just you telling me, hey, try to get these legacies on there, and that'll help you,
Yeah, we did that for Redline, and then I think recently I said, we need to change some things around, because it's been a long time since I helped.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I thought. Now, anyway, sorry, go ahead.
All right, so first things first. Yank one of those imbued legacy replacement scrolls out.
Okay.
We're going to use it on your bow.
All right. I'll put that away. Okay, so I'm applying it to the bow.
And the legacy that you want to replace is the ranged skill block chance legacy that you currently have.
I kind of knew that was bad, because you could tell I wasn't leveling it too much.
Yeah, that's fine. No, that's fine.
Okay.
And I want you to on the right, so select it, and then on the right hand side, I want you to select focus bow power cost.
Focus bow power cost, and then below it says Focus bow damage. Is that?
Yeah, yeah, because its secondary thing, once you have it reach a certain level, it starts to give you more damage for focus stuff.
Okay, so I will replace
Just
that.
replace it. And you are pretty much set on your bow now because you've got all
What's
you've got all the
up?
stuff that you need.
Ooh.
But you still need a main hand that's set up, so
Yes.
we'll work
Yes.
on that. Okay, bow's all set. Let's see. Okay, so now let's just talk about the gear.
Okay.
Hunters, your main stat is agility. It gives you physical mastery. And, you do want agility, but you never want to use agility essences to slot them in your armor.
Okay.
Because the physical mastery essences, if you start tooltipping my armor, just hover over it and just sticky tooltip it, you'll notice that all of my armor has physical mastery essences in it. And you get more physical mastery using those mastery essences than you do slotting agility essences.
Okay. Yeah. Let me get them all open here. Oops.
Now, the armor that I'm wearing is I've got the 4-piece raid set. So you can't barter for that until you complete the tier 2 deed, or if you go in and get an armor box.
Okay. So let's see, every one is a physical mastery, isn't it?
Yes. So yes, Ekapeos, this is my main hunter on Landreval. This is the one that I am doing the raiding on in the Abyss of Mordath and tier 2 challenge stuff.
Mariner, yeah, I don't think that you can make the background transparent. Not that I know of. So let's look at this. So you can say where you get this stuff again.
Okay, so the armor with the set bonuses, that is the raid armor. You
Okay.
can only barter for that if you have completed all 3 of the raid bosses at tier 2 and get the deed, and then you can go barter for it. The other
Jeez.
method to get the armor is to get the armor boxes. I'll link one to you right now. Hang on a second. So I linked 2 coffers. They're boxes basically that you get when you complete a raid boss. You randomly get assigned them, and they can be traded in the group within an hour after you get
Okay.
them.
Okay.
Now, when you open those boxes, you'll notice that they're bound to account for one. So if you get them, you can toss them to another character on your account and gear them up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you open those boxes, you get to pick between 3 armor sets for the class that opened it. So
Okay.
if I open it on a hunter, I can pick between 3 different armor sets: a red armor set, blue armor set, or a yellow. It goes with the trait line. And that's a gauntlets coffer, so you only have 3 gauntlets in there. If I were to transfer that box to a minstrel and then open it up, it would be for minstrel gauntlets.
Okay.
So it's really nice. Anyway, that's where you get the set bonus armor that I'm wearing. Or you barter for it for ash, 2,500 ash each item. It's very
Ooh.
costly.
Jeez.
And then you'll see the weapon coffer there. That's for offhand weapons. That gives you cyan shields, offhand weapons, and stuff like that. You'll
Okay.
notice I have a purple one. That's one that I've crafted a long time ago. I haven't had a need to upgrade my weapon, so I haven't wasted it. I'm
Okay.
probably going to get a shield for my guardian out of that weapon
Okay.
coffer.
That's
Just
cool.
haven't
That's
decided
cool
yet.
that you can do that though. That it's bound to
Yeah,
account.
it's really nice. Nice to be able to transfer it around. Also, a nice thing is, um, if you have if you barter for the new stuff, the new armor, like look at your gloves, the gloves that you're wearing. You got those out of a loot box, I would assume.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Notice that it says bound to account.
Mm-hmm.
So if you had another agility class, say like a warden, and you went and slotted an essence in there, you would be able to transfer those to your warden at any point in time and
Oh,
share
really?
armor. Yeah, between your hunter and warden. Same thing with burglar,
Hmm.
Yeah, so that's really nice, and that's only with the newer armor. The older armor that was on original release, it's bound to character.
Okay.
So you can't do that. So yeah, and all of the armor that I currently have, also that even that set bonus armor from the raid, it's bound to account. So I could transfer that to my other hunter,
Oh my
my
gosh.
other 115 hunter on
That's
this
pretty cool.
server. Yeah. Okay, so anyway, you've got all my armor up on the screen. You'll notice everything says physical mastery. That's all you will need for landscape.
Okay.
For hunter, your best defense is a good offense because you will kill things before it gets to you, pretty much.
So, what is your, just to set a number, what is your physical mastery?
Right now, it's at 223,000, and that is overcap. That puts you over 400%. That cap is 400% damage. So I'm a little
So,
overcap. So
what would be a cap for, is there, for, is
probably
there,
about 222,000,
so is it matter,
220,000, something like that. I don't know.
character? Like, does it
No,
matter if it's a
no,
hunter or a captain or something?
no.
Okay, so
They're all capped that way.
physical mit, or sorry, physical mastery. If you can get to if you can get to 222,000, would be capped. That's crazy. I'm at 91, so, but you can see what I'm wearing. I mean, I'm just putting on the landscape stuff. I've got a few, like I had to find Mantham armor, and you told me to get these boots.
Yes, because they're tremendous. So yeah, you've got all the quest stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
see the chest piece you've gotten from the quest. And Cryos did point out something. My gauntlets, I hadn't swapped to my other gauntlets. I had one tactical mitigation essence on my gauntlets, so I've
Oh,
swapped my other gauntlets, and now they're all. So now I'm at 228,000 physical mastery. I'm way over capped.
jeez.
So yeah, that's just me being lazy. I need to barter for two
That
pieces.
seems to be the opposite. Not real lazy.
Well, I do. I have 8 characters that are at 115 that I've gotten through Mordor, and I'm trying to gear them all. So it's me being
Jeez.
lazy getting them all set up.
I can't even get one. Of course, I just got into Mordor when it came out to purchase through the Lotro store, so I am a little bit
Yeah.
behind. But
Yep.
I've been running with a friend whenever we can get together. So I am, like I said, in the fourth area or whatever. So pretty soon I'll be done, and then I can start doing the dailies to get the. Now are the just kind of as a off topic the loot boxes, the whatever with the Gorgoron loot or whatever, are those something to be trying to get a lot of to that you can open? I mean, is there good stuff in there? Because I have picked a couple of good things, like those boots. Remember you? Okay, so you told me to get the Fine Mantham Hunter's boots,
Mm-hmm.
so I got them, and then I have quite a few Lotro points, so I bought some keys, and then when I opened them, I got those other ones, which you told me to keep, and I've got it on the screen, or you can. Well, here, let me link them. That
Yeah.
would probably be better.
Yeah. So I do not ever recommend buying keys in the Lotro store.
Yeah, I mean, I did it on I've had so many Lotro points, and I don't spend
Yeah.
them on anything, so I'm like, I'm gonna buy 5 keys and see what happens.
You know what? You know what you can spend it on?
It's all right, Krause. Yes.
Upping your crafting. You can buy crafting
That might hurt my soul if I did that. But I
upgrade.
got those boots
Yeah.
out of a box.
So I'm just saying to save those because you don't need those for landscape
Right.
at the moment. And
Just for
let's see, what's your Light of Arendelle right now?
it is. Oh crap. How?
Just open up your character panel.
Let's see. Where is
It's
it?
the first item under defense.
114.
Okay, so you're perfectly fine for landscape. So you don't need to use those boots Um, and at the moment, I can craft you a whole bunch of that gear, as well as probably somebody in your kin can do it. But if they can't, I'll craft you. There is as soon as you reach 115, there is just an easily craftable set of purple gear that will get you phenomenal stats,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it's perfectly acceptable to wear and use. Now it'll be something that you want to use until you get like the cyan pieces that to replace them.
Right.
And that all involves doing the dailies. So I really recommend don't open up loot boxes because it encourages the loot box mentality in games. And
Right.
if they see more and more people buying keys to open loot boxes, it just reinforces that. And you don't want we do not want that.
Right.
I'm
Right.
sorry, but
Right.
that's
You're
just
right.
bad health. That is not good for a healthy game.
Yeah.
So anyway, so the purple armor that's craftable, I don't. This character that I have is a woodworker, so I can't really link it. But oh god, I'm looking at your character panel, and I see you don't even have a crafting tool slotted. I was wondering what that empty slot was, and that's why, because you have no crafting. So
Well,
yeah,
I just don't. I just never got into it.
yeah. So anyway, the purple gear can be crafted. I can craft it for you, and fill up all of those replace all of those quest things. Now you got to 115 pretty quickly,
Yes.
um, even before you even finished questing. So you've got a
Yes.
ways to go in the quest line before the dailies open up. You've got all of Talatharuri to do, and then also all of Agarnath. And you've been keeping up with the Black Book of Mordor, right?
Correct.
Okay.
I think. Well, yeah. You can look at my quest. Let's see where we're at
Yeah,
in the
so
Black
what
Book.
I really recommend that you do is pay attention to the Black Book of Mordor up until you get to a point where it says collect the skull in Nerband. And
Okay.
then what you do is you go in and do all the other quests to sync you up so that you can go into Nerband. Because
Okay.
at some point it's going to say complete the quests in Nerband.
Mm-hmm.
But what you want to do is you want to get to the point in the Black Book for that skull before you go into Nerband, because
So
the
you don't
skull
want
is
to.
in Nerband, and you
Okay.
don't want to have to go back after you've completely finished Nerband
Right.
and go recollect the
So
skull.
I'm at. We have 3.1 and 3.3 in the Black
Yeah,
Book. So,
yeah.
what does it go up to? Do you know? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It's like
Okay,
four
but
point
anyway, yeah, we're
three, whatever.
we're kind of completing all the quests in each area, pretty
Yeah,
much. And
yeah, that's
and
fine.
then
But I just wanted to point out the Black Book of Mordor stuff. Just mention whoever you're going with. You need to advance it to get the skull, and
okay,
then you go into Nerband.
yeah, and what is nice is he's done it a couple of times, so it's kind of like we get in
Okay,
there and
if he's done it a couple times, he'll probably know the
yeah,
thing then.
he'll know. He knows, and we he has a good set of ways to go. Okay, then we're gonna go here. We can complete these quests. So it's been really nice. And then I've been running with Gravity. What's up, Gravity? I'm trying to pay attention.
Hey, there's
We've been
gravity.
running my captain and his hunter,
Hmm.
starting over in Mordor. So it's
Okay,
funny to
cool.
see the difference in somebody that's run it and that has the knowledge to remember, hey, we need to go here first, and then he and I just running around just doing what we can. You know what I mean? It just takes
Yeah,
10 times longer, but it doesn't matter. We're having a good time.
that's
So
fine. I mean, you have fun.
yeah.
The first time through is a lot of fun because, at least in my opinion, it was just there was a lot of wowing at the environments and the
Oh
storylines and the
yeah,
quests. I
definitely.
was really impressed with what they did, especially because there were so many people saying, "Oh, it's not done. There's no way it could be done." Blah blah blah. And there are some things that aren't finished, of
Right,
course,
right.
still, but it was way more polished than I was expecting, and it's really nice.
Sloxers, welcome. How's it going, man? So, um, now I'm gonna actually go look at the travel to Udun because I want to look at the armor that you can barter for there. Because you were telling me don't do anything, don't barter anything.
Yeah, I want to make you use the most optimized path for ash,
Oh yeah, most definitely.
because we don't want you bartering for things using ash that you don't really need,
Right.
because there will be better, and you'll want to save the ash for, you want to go a direct route rather than eating, losing out on some of the ash. So, all of us that have gone through this before, we've had all of our ash eaten. So if
Right.
you
Right.
are coming in later, you can get help from somebody that's
Exactly.
better what to barter for.
No, Jeannie, I'm on Landy. Okay, so yeah, you're right there. So, oh wait, the barter people are over here, right? So you don't use any of these barter people. You're more inclined to craft the stuff. Is that correct?
Well, okay, so you are actually at the old barter vendor. Oh
So,
wait, no, the rare oddities is the new one. I'm sorry, they added it there. So if you go to the rare oddities one and then go to medium agility armor incomparable.
okay, okay. So yeah,
So
that's.
okay, so you've already got a piece of this, and it's the defensive set.
Do
The
I?
defensive set is the abyss.
Let's see what I. Is that the
So
chess piece?
you have
No.
the boots. You got boots. Or was it boots? No, it was gloves.
Gloves. Quick
Yeah,
cages of the abyss. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So what you got out of that loot box was worth 1,750
What's
ash.
up? Boom. Ba bam.
Yeah. So um, I just wanted to show you this vendor. So this is, pretty much the end game armor that you can barter for directly with ash.
Okay.
You can see how expensive it is.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Now,
17. Yeah.
if you go to the regular high elf enchanter,
Mm-hmm.
browse his barter items, and then set it to medium expedition vanguard incomparable. It's all the way at the bottom.
Medium expedition. Okay. All right. I didn't even keep the other one
Dark
open. Oh,
skies, dark tidings.
I just
What
screwed
do you
up.
need?
Okay.
So you
So,
can see it costs a lot less. Stats are just a little bit lower, but it's perfectly acceptable.
let me look at the one that I already have. So, yeah, the armor value's lower and the vitality's lower.
Yeah. I mean, it'll
But,
just be just a little bit.
yeah, the finesse is
Well,
about the
okay, you're looking
same.
at the wrong one.
Oh, am
So
I?
you would want to look at the Mordor's Bane to compare that. See, what you've got is a defensive gauntlet.
Okay.
So you need to Mordor's Bane. We're on the Expedition Vanguard, which is the DPS set. So
Oh,
go to the
okay.
drop down menu and set it to Mordor's Bane, and then compare the gauntlets there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not. It's not too. Just about 40 or 50 points
Yeah, it's just a
less on
minor
each one,
difference.
right?
Yeah, so as you collect ash, doing dailies, doing opening loot boxes with the keys that you get from the dailies, you'll want to be wise about how you barter for things.
Right.
So what I would recommend is I will probably make you like a full set of jewelry and fill in your armor pieces and stuff like that.
Excuse me.
Just because it's not
Because
it's not difficult for me to do, and it'll save you on stuff.
I'm a lazy ass.
It'll get
Now,
you going.
yeah. Now, you know, before when I was going to, hey, Lee Nightingales, how's it going? Uh, when I was going to, I was looking at the essences. Now, the malleable shadow, that's for essences only, so we can talk about that later, correct? So I don't. What do I need to get you? Do you need anything from me that I can give you to make stuff?
No, no,
Okay.
don't worry about
Okay. That's a silly question.
it.
Now
So
you Now you made me that cloak, the Doomfold, woven silk cloak of the Doomfold.
Yeah, just so you could use it until you get the quest cloak, basically.
So, what? I guess I wanted to go over. So you said that the main thing you look at. Now I didn't. Let me look at your jewelry. I didn't even look at your jewelry.
Yeah. So also, on the barter vendor, I want you to go to medium expeditions Vanguard incomparable
On the
jewelry.
high enchanter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there aught which you need?
Medium expeditions Vanguard incomparable.
Hang on a second here. Need to make sure I'm looking in the right place. Yeah. Okay. So I guess it's just on the armor as well. You were already in the spot. It's already there. Okay.
Okay.
So look at the jewelry that's right there. That's all. If you hey, you have 4,000 ash already. What the heck? How'd you get all that ash? How many loot boxes did you open?
I'm a bad man. I think I had one box had 600 ash in it.
Oh, nice.
And
The maximum you can get
rest,
is 1,200 ash out of a loot box. So
the rest had like
maybe you got
120 or
How many loot boxes did you open,
I think I
dude?
only opened 5.
Wow. Okay. Well, okay.
Maybe
So
10.
you
I
okay,
don't
so
know.
instead of me making you stuff, maybe we should have you barter for some jewelry here.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so the stuff that's going to help you the most right now, I want you to barter for um let's start with the rings. Yeah. Yeah, let's see.
So there's different sets. Let's talk about the different sets.
Yeah, they focus on different stats. Like one will have extra physical mastery, and the other will have crit and finesse.
Okay. Okay. So you're thinking you go the physical mastery type?
So that depends. So for the bracelets, because they have such high finesse on them, I would recommend that you get the finesse bracelets, the first bracelet in the listing.
Is it the
Quick gold bracelet of the Expedition's Vanguard.
Okay,
I would
so
barter for 2 of those.
I'm gonna do it. Here we
Do
go.
it.
All right. Done. Hey,
All right.
maiden. Sorry about that. What's going on, girl?
Hello, maiden.
All right. So yeah, that's about a 6K. Golly, that's about a 20K jump from what I had on finesse.
Okay, so now what I want you to do is barter for 2 earrings. And I want you to do the critical rating earrings with finesse on them.
Okay.
So that's the opal gold earring of the Expedition's Vanguard.
And the other one has physical mastery and fate. Okay, so opal gold earring of Expedition's Vanguard. Okay, 2 of those.
2 of those.
Okay.
Can't believe you have so much ash.
I'm a bad ash man. Hold on, let me give Chromite a shout out. Just sorry.
Maiden beat you to it though.
Oh, did she?
She did.
Oh my gosh, I'm slow. Thank you, Maiden, and hello. Okay, so
All right, so now you have 2 new bracelets and 2 new earrings. Is that correct?
yes, sir.
All right, so now what I want you to do is I want you to barter for 2 rings. Now, these rings, we're going to go for the physical mastery rings instead of the crit-based ones.
Okay, so the amethyst silver ring of the Expedition's Vanguard. Is that correct? So look at the one that I have currently.
Mm-hmm.
And I probably should have looked at the other, but the one that I have.
You have another one from a loot box, and you'll notice that it has critical defense on it. and
Oh, it does
higher
add critical.
vitality. So what I would do is I would save that for when you feel like you're getting your butt kicked,
Okay.
and then you slot that in, swap
Okay.
it in. But
Okay.
in the meantime, again, your best defense
It's your
is a
best.
good
Is a good
offense.
offense. So I do want to preface. Hold on. Hajizia. I've butchered everybody's name. How's it going, man? I do want to say that just a quick story that really made me want to hound Chromite for help is, do you remember when I first got into Mordor, and this was only, I don't know, a month ago or something, and it was my Wednesday night stream, I think, and you were around, but you were about to raid, and you said, well, come on, let me run you through Saragost. So it was just Chromite and I think we did 105 tier 1 and 105 tier 2, just two hunters. And basically, he just told me, because I was at 105, I believe, right? Or
Yeah.
somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And he basically said, just stay back, little boy, and let me do the work. So we're running through
I
these.
did not say that.
If you guys have run Saragost, you know that it's pretty easy, but if you have three, tier 2 can be somewhat daunting, but he ran me through tier 1 and tier 2 within about 15 to 20 minutes max. I mean, just us two. I died because of the poison,
Puddles.
the puddles
The
from the
acid
bats.
puddles.
And he was critting for 75, 150,000 or more. I remember seeing one, I think, that was at 150,000. I mean, do you do that regularly?
Yeah.
Okay, so just think about that. When you're running through there, he's critting and hitting things for 150,000. So it's two hunters, one at 105, one at 115, and we did tier 1, tier 2 in about 15, 20 minutes. It was ridiculous.
Just remember that was at level 105, though.
Yeah,
So
but
it's
still,
10 levels below.
Still, I'm hitting them for 5,000, if that. It was just kind of crazy. But anyway, okay, so let's go back to the rings.
Can you slot the stuff that you just bartered for, please?
Earrings. Okay, done. So my critical rating is up to 40,000. What's your crit rating?
59,000 right now, but really you need to be above 45,000. That's where your goal is.
Okay.
Just be above that.
Okay.
At or above.
All right, so let me...
Okay, so now for the rings. The bracelets and the earrings. We did the crit and finesse ones. But for the rings, I want you to do the physical mastery ones.
Okay. So that is the amethyst silver ring of the Expedition's Vanguard. 7,000 physical mastery. Okay. Two of those. Okay. Done.
Really, this is the cheapest and easiest way to upgrade your character because they do cost less than the armor.
So now my physical mastery is up to 112. My crit rating went down about 2,000. But I guess that's because I had...
That's fine.
Something.
It's cool.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay, and I still have 2,082 ash.
Okay, so now, since you cannot get the jewelry without completing the deed, the new jewelry, the jewelry that I'm wearing, you have to complete the tier 2 deed to be able to barter for it.
Let me look at
or
that,
get it from loot boxes.
So
the necklace and the pocket are two other pieces of jewelry that you can barter for.
Okay. Let me just pull out what you're wearing. That's going to be the same thing. I just wanted to put it up here. those are probably the same. Okay, so uh, the
The
locket.
necklace and the pocket.
Okay, what's
So now
this?
you put up the gold ring there. The gold ring costs 2,000 ash to barter for. And the only reason why I bartered for the gold rings is because I was hitting the ash cap. I had saved up tons of keys when they upgraded the loot boxes so that they had more ash coming from them.
Mm,
And I had like 100 keys that I could go through.
wow.
And so I was hitting the ash cap really quickly. And so I said, okay, I need to barter for something. So I got the gold rings. You don't really need the gold rings. They're okay. But, those rings that we just bartered for you, the physical mastery ones,
Right.
those are perfectly fine.
Okay. So you're talking about this locket, the
Yeah.
momentous locket?
The momentous locket and the necklace. I would recommend bartering for those two.
Okay. Barter. And barter. Okay. So the locket had more finesse. They both had finesse. So that'll be
Yeah.
another 16K in finesse, roughly.
Yeah. So really, with hunters, you don't need to worry too much about finesse because you get it passively on your jewelry and stuff. So you just don't even ever slot a finesse essence. There's no need to at all.
Okay. Okay. So my finesse is 66,000. King Cronus, what's up, buddy? Yeah, the gold ring stats suck. It's disappointing since only good for essence slot. Ah.
Yeah.
So, what is your finesse at this point?
My finesse right now is at 93,000, and that's with me not even trying. I'm not trying to slot finesse. It's just passive stuff on my
So,
jewelry.
talk about what finesse does for.
So finesse allows you to penetrate the block, parry, and evade and resistance on mobs. So if you're a rune keeper, finesse is very important because if you don't have it high enough, your dots will get resisted. For hunters, finesse isn't as important as long as you're around between like 60 and 70,000 finesse. You'll get enough shots through their block, parry, and evade to kill them.
Okay.
So
Okay.
70,000 is really the comfortable number, really.
Okay.
Now for melee classes like guardians and champions and burglars, you really do need that finesse.
Okay.
For some reason, melee skills have a much more difficult time getting through the block, parry, and evades.
I got like 92K finesse with no finesse slotted either. So it kind of comes through this stuff. Okay. Now,
So a lot of the problems that people have when they first come into Mordor, they're at level 105, and many people they weren't at cap at
There's a
105.
certain
They're
unpleasant
coming in
feeling lingering about.
from
Something
non-cap,
on the air
so
is
they
strange
never
tonight.
had a lot of time to set up like all of the Host of the West gear or much of the Dol Amroth stuff, and they never messed around with the essences and all that. So they're
right.
coming in with stats like finesse much lower. And at the time at 105, 13,000 finesse was all you needed.
Yeah,
Um,
and it kind of broke my heart when you have to replace,
yeah.
it's like you've got this Dole Amroth gear with three or four, I forgot what the slots were, four
Hmm.
slotted, pieces, and you're like, oh, I'm just going to trade it off for this freaking
Yeah.
landscape piece.
Yep.
Welcome, Lockdown, to the official. Welcome. Thanks for the follow, man.
It's difficult to do, but the quest gear is it's just it'll get you there.
Mm-hmm.
It'll
Mm-hmm.
get you there. So don't hesitate to slot that yellow quest gear that you get as rewards.
Yep.
Okay, so yeah. So now all we have left is your head and shoulders, and slotting essences and stuff like that. So let's talk about essences now.
Okay.
Um, since you have a pocket and a necklace that is pretty much what you're going to be with at the end, you are able to barter for all this stuff. You had enough ash, so it would be a good idea to craft the essences for those items, and
Right.
in that case, you want the top end essences. Okay, the top end essences are the empowered empowered abyssal essences, the ones that I have slotted.
Yeah, let me look at these. Empowered Abyssal Essence of Physical Mastery.
Yeah. So that takes 2 malleable essences and 1 universal solvent to craft
Okay. For one essence.
for 1 essence. So it's really an essence box that you pick and choose what essence to get out of it.
And I
But
think I have. Yeah, I've got 9 universal solvents and 7 of the malleable. So I could right now make or have somebody make me enough for my locket
yeah, I can
and
make them for you.
partial necklace.
Yeah. Yeah, I can make them for you. So it's no big deal.
So keep going. Sorry.
Yeah. So now, how many silver signets do you have? Open
So
up your barter wallet. Silver signets of the Thrandrim.
what's that going to be under? Is it landscape or is that?
Just do a
Silver.
search.
I have 720.
Okay, so you use those silver signets to barter for the recipes. That's the real thing there. So if you come over here to the quartermaster crafting vendor,
Wait, where'd you go? Oh, right there. Okay. So,
and in the drop-down menu, go to
hey, Ski, how are you?
crafting recipes, empowered abyssal essences.
Crafting recipes, empowered abyssal essences. Okay.
Okay. You'll see that it costs 25 of those silver signets each.
Okay. And are these like a one-time crafting?
Yeah, they're one shots.
Okay.
So this is to craft the top end essences. Now, the other thing that you can do is there is you'll go to crafting recipes, abyssal essences.
Sorry, there's a kinship member.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so you were saying?
Go to crafting recipes, abyssal essences instead of the empowered abyssal. These take less components to craft, but it's the same price.
Crafting. Okay. So it's 25, but it takes what?
It takes, I believe, 1 malleable essence instead of 2.
But you don't get the max
So,
stuff.
so I don't ever recommend to do the abyssal essences because it ends up costing more in the end, really. So I don't recommend it.
So you
So
always go.
that's why I
Okay.
say jump directly to the empowered abyssal. Now, if you go to crafting recipe, empowered shadow essence, go there.
Crafting recipe, empowered shadow. Okay. So what is the difference? Like,
Okay, so it's another essence type. It's the purple essences rather than the cyan ones.
oh,
And these were added when the instances were added. The abyssal essences were added when the raid was added. So yeah, so these ones right here were added several months before the raid one.
So how would somebody know? You know what I'm saying? Like, somebody that wants to come here and they want to craft. They want the teal, cyan, or whatever the teal ones that you have in your armor or your jewelry. how would they know which one by simply looking, and that it's not the empowered shadow, but it's the empowered abyssal?
Basically, it's word of mouth, and there's nothing
Well,
in game that really tells you any of this.
actually, now that I look at it, it is purple. The empowered is purple, and the
Yeah, but I
okay,
mean that's not really gonna tell
right,
you
that's true.
anything.
If they don't, yeah, people don't pay
Yeah,
much attention. They're gonna be like, well, I can get this, and it'll be better, but it's not. So, hey,
yeah.
AJ, what's up?
So, I'm just kind of filling you in on the history of what is barterable on this vendor. These first sets, the empowered essences, that was with the instances. Then the empowered abyssal and the abyssal essences, those came with a raid.
So, do you want me to get some of these for you? Can
So
these be traded or no?
yes, they can be traded. So what
Okay.
I would recommend is, since you have enough to craft what, 3 essences? Is that correct?
Yes, I have 7 malleable.
Malleables.
Yeah.
But you did have something in inventory though. You had like a Perry essence or something.
Well, I do have a physical mitt, abyssal essence.
Okay, so it's just an abyssal. All right. So if you'll look, okay, on the drop down menu, go to the abyssal essence trade in drop down.
Let's see. Is it this person?
It's the same
Oh,
crafting method.
essence trade
Yeah.
just abyssal, not empowered, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where is that? There it is. Okay, yeah, so I can get 2 for that. So I should go
Yeah.
ahead and
So
trade that.
yeah. So
Okay. So let me tell everyone. Let's show everybody what we're doing here. Let me check on chat real quick. You don't by chance have this kind of information for an RK? Well, I mean, we're kind of trying to concentrate on Hunter, but if Chromite wants to just, if you want to throw 1 or 2 questions, that wouldn't be a big deal. I'm sure he could spit out the information pretty quick. His thoughts, of course. But he's kind of doing the Hunter right now. We're trying to concentrate on that. Hello, AJ. King Cronus. Empower Shadow cost 1 universal solvent to make.
I'll be right back while you're doing that.
Okay,
Give
go
me a
ahead.
second.
To make 1 rank 10 and let you trade 1 in for a malleable essence. Yeah, there's much to be clear information. Yeah. So what we're doing right now, guys, is if you get an abyssal essence that you don't need. Let's say I got I don't know, a blocking or something that I don't need. Physical mitigation is nice, but I don't need that. You can come to this trader, trade it in for this malleable shadow essences, and then they can use that to craft the essences that you do want. Yeah, that's probably true. That's probably true, Hajizia. Yeah. I don't even know what that is.
All right, I'm back.
Orangutan, goofy ass. Thanks, Ed. Welcome. Smart ass.
Hi, Ed.
Oh, Tyreth, he's asking if there's some kind of information out there, like on YouTube, or where he can read it for this kind of information. I don't know.
I've never seen anybody go through any of this stuff. There is one for Captain that I've seen on YouTube, but I really don't see too many other classes.
Yeah, I mean, if I had an RK high enough that we could do this, it would, we could always do a different stream. But I don't. I have a captain and a guard and a champ.
Yeah, we're just trying to focus on Hunter for now. Some of these practices that we're doing can work for other classes as well, but mostly we're just trying to get all set up on his Hunter because it's so difficult to get him pinned down.
Whatever. Okay, so I kind of explained the malleable that you can trade in an abyssal essence that if you get it and you don't need it, you can go trade it. But like he said, you have to be a crafter and be able to craft which
Right.
I'm not. So I'm going to go ahead and.
Slacker.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, so trait barter for those malleable essences. We're gonna convert
Okay. So
that physical mit.
I've got 9, and I've got 9 universal solvents. So
All right, so now I'm going to need for you to barter for the recipes for me to craft this stuff. I'm a
okay,
woodworker, so I need the recipes for woodworkers. So you want the essence crafting recipes, empowered abyssal essences, and it's the very last one in the list.
woodworker. Okay, so I've got enough to make 4.
Yes, and that's
Barter for
barter
4.
for 4. It'll
Okay,
cost you
1,
100
2,
of those signets.
3, 4. Okay, excellent.
Okay.
So I can just straight up. Did you need me to do anything else here?
Dance like a orangutan.
That's only for Ed, and that's our private. That's our private time. Okay, so I can trade you
So essences, or I'm sorry, the malleable essences. There you go. And then universal solvents. There you go.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna give you
So
all those, and you can.
yeah,
You
you
can
give
give
me
them back.
4, 9, and 9. All right.
Yeah, that's fine.
And
Just
I-
whatever.
yeah, and I'm just going to craft those really quick. I'm gonna go to Galtrav.
Nice, nice. Joe, it might be. I don't know if I have that dance.
I have a cat on my shoulder, so if you hear any snoring or funny noises, that's her. She's currently cleaning herself right now, making weird
Yeah,
noises.
the
But
first time I ever heard a cat snore was a couple nights ago, and I was watching hockey. No jokes, Big Ed. But he was laying down, and it's cold, so he was laying down, and I just started hearing him snore. I was like, I didn't think cats snored, but it's sure enough.
that's funny.
So I can turn some of that jewelry into ash, right?
Yeah,
Like,
all of that stuff that you replaced, except for that one ring with the critical defense on it,
okay, I'm gonna put that down here.
because that was something you got from a loot box.
I think so. Yeah, I think everything else I can get rid of. So I'm going to break that down while you're doing that. Lee says hi, Chromite and Cat.
Highly.
Okay, so let's get our 10 ash. So tell me about some of the guys, or landscape and ash before it went live in the Lotro store. Does that make sense? Because weren't you guys
Yeah,
able to get
so
ash from things?
yeah, so the way it used to be is that y while you were killing things on the landscape, you had a chance, just like in old Angmar, to get loot, really nice loot that's actually usable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And what happened was, just like in the wastes, or the, what is it, the March of the King? I don't know, the place before Mordor, that zone.
Yeah, the waste, I think. Yeah.
People found out that, hey, you could farm these landscape items by just making big raids and just have tons of people in the raids killing all this stuff, and it's easier to kill the things with more people.
Right.
And the more people killing stuff, more people in the raid, more things you get, that type of thing. Just a constant influx of stuff. And so people took that into Mordor. Why didn't SSG think about this? I don't know.
Right.
But, they went and did that. They went and found the fastest respawning camps, and they just set up camp there, and you'd find a whole 24-person raid of people just
Wow.
farming those mobs, and they would get the landscape loot. You'd get cyan items that had Light of Arendelle on them, and then you can turn those to ash. Now, what that stuff was originally intended for, even though they say it wasn't intended, But what it was originally intended for was to supplement as you were questing and adventuring through Mordor, supplement your quest gear.
Mm.
You would get lucky and you would finally get a piece of agility gear because it didn't care whether you were in agility class, will class, or might class. It was just random as to what stat was on the gear.
Mm-hmm.
So you could get a heavy piece of armor and you couldn't use it, so you just turned it to ash.
Okay.
That was their whole intention with the
Right.
ash system. If you
Right.
got something you didn't need, you ash it.
Right.
And they're saying it wasn't intentional, so I don't know where their wires are crossed, but they're definitely not telling the truth there. So, that helped a lot of people through Mordor as they were leveling up for the first time. And then they took it away. And so now people don't get that supplemental gear
Right.
that was a chance to get. And so a lot of people can have a harder time if they don't have somebody else to craft them gear and whatnot. Or
Right.
you can also you what you could do is you could go into things like the warg pens and get ashable gear through that, and it would be scaled to the level.
Really?
So you could yeah, that's the way it used to be, and then they took it all away. So now the only way to get scaled level appropriate gear is to do Court of Saragost or Dungeons of Nereban, which nobody would ever do. Just Court of Saragost, so you can actually set it to your level.
So yeah, let me ask you that question. Is there any benefit to running it at 115, like tier 1?
Tier 1, not really, because you want to get through it as fast as possible to get your ashable gear and other stuff.
What
Now,
about tier 2?
there's a small chance at 115 from the second boss chest to get a silver signet that would allow you to barter for an offhand weapon or a shield. Small chance.
Okay. So
And
tier
then
2,
at the end,
is it worth it to even try?
so tier 2, it is definitely worth it to run at 115 tier 2 challenge, because you can get chest and leggings as well as jewelry.
Oh.
That's actually used. The stuff that you just bartered for, you can actually get better, because it would be, if you look at a piece of your jewelry, you'll see the item level is, what is it?
330?
330, yeah. So the item levels can randomly scale higher than that from the chests.
Okay.
So you can actually get something that's just a slightly better stats.
Okay.
So you can do that. Plus, if you look at my bow and look at the rune on my bow,
okay.
it's called Grand Abyssal Rune of Striking. This comes from the raid bartering. But there is another one that you can get from Court of Saragost that is, instead of 125.4 base combat damage modifier, it's a 96 base combat damage
So you
modifier.
could just get that as a drop.
Yes. Yeah,
So,
and you actually see a lot of people trying to sell those in the trade channel and
so
stuff.
what is, like, what does that mean, really? I mean, to me, because I don't know.
It increases the damage of your weapon that you've got it slotted on.
Okay. So yours is 498 DPS. So if you took that off, it would drop 5 or 10, maybe. Is that what you're looking at? Or?
I don't know the exact numbers, but let's just say it helps the damage output of all of your skills that use your bow.
Okay.
Does not help dots.
Okay. So, I've got a lot of work to do on my bow. But do we have most of the same things? Looks like focus bow. Yeah, we might have the exact.
I'm still swapping some things. I need to swap out Heartseeker. I'm going to change that to swift bow damage.
Now, I have been. Oh, I wanted you to look at this chess piece that I have up on the screen. Or here, let me link it. That might help. I got this before and never even used it.
Mm-hmm. Save it. Look at the 2-piece set bonus.
10% run speed.
Yep.
Oh, so what would I mean? What?
So do you have any other pieces of that set?
No, no.
Do you have any other pieces of that set on other characters?
I don't believe so. No, I don't have. This
Okay.
is my only hunter on
Well, no,
pretty
no. I
much.
mean, have you ever gotten the featured instance armor on another character?
Uh, God, not that I can remember.
Anyway, you
Probably
can
not.
trade. You can trade the piece in for a box that you can then trade to another character, and then open that box and pick a
Oh,
piece of armor out.
really?
So anyway, these pieces are good to save because at some point in the game, you will need that plus 10% run speed, and you'll
Really?
want to slot two pieces of this. Yes, because it's in combat. That's in combat run speed and out of combat
Oh,
run speed.
okay.
So at some point, there's going to be something that this will help.
At
I
some
never,
point.
yeah. So this is the pack rat in me,
Exactly.
Save this
Exactly.
stuff. So, all right. So let me craft you up 4 of these things really quick.
That's fine. I'll catch up on chat. What's up, Zinger? Yeah, he says, don't be afraid to repair your bow. He says it was 36 of 100. So yeah, you might want to repair that thing. No, it's yeah. Where's the damn? Yeah. Um.
I don't know what bow he's looking at. Mine's at 99 of 100.
Maybe that was mine.
Maybe it was yours.
No, 94. Maybe he couldn't see it because he
Yeah.
had.
Maybe he couldn't see it because somebody hasn't switched their scaling to Lanczos.
No, I have.
Did you?
Yeah, I told you.
Okay,
I have.
so you might have some other scaling thing setting. We have to go over your settings and your encoding stuff.
I know. One thing at a time. Look at all the stuff we're getting done tonight. Okay, so Buriner, there is a bug. You're not seeing the bonus from the Ruin of Sinking. Ask him what it says when he mouse over it on his own bow.
Yeah, it's not nothing. I mean, what it says on mine won't really
So it's different?
help you out.
It's the
Yeah,
same? Okay.
not gonna help you out. Okay, so got your 4 boxes here. Got your malleable essence here. Are you a VIP?
Yes.
I'm gonna mail this stuff to you.
Okay. Red is broken. That I recall. Very good, Krause. Excellent. Joe, what were you asking? Say that again. Crystals? I don't know what he was looking for. Yeah, now I was looking at your.
All right, mail is sent. Hopefully, I gave you everything that you gave me back.
Yes, sir. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so let's open this stuff up. So we want to pick. Go
in
ahead.
the box, you want to get physical mastery. Do not get physical mitigation. Physical mastery should be almost always all the way at the top.
Yep, very top one.
Yeah.
Empowered Abyssal Essence of Physical Mastery.
Yeah, do not mistake it.
For mitigation, yeah, that would
Yes.
suck. Okay, let's do the next one. Physical Mastery.
And you're just going to want 4 of those.
Okay, Physical Mastery. And Physical Mastery. So each one of these is 4907 Physical Mastery. Relevant, how's it going? That's a good question. We'll hit that here in 1 second. Let me get... Because I do want to pick your brain on how you're set up with your traits and all that stuff for virtue, all that stuff.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Okay, so let's put it that.
So slot it into your pocket and your necklace.
Okay, done. So now I'm up to 135 physical mastery.
Okay.
Now, I do have a slot on my glove. So, main thing that I need to be aware of is to just try to get physical mastery, abyssal, or yeah, empowered abyssal essence of physical mastery. Those are the ones that I should pretty
Yeah,
much fill
you
up.
don't want to mess around with anything lower unless it's going to be for a yeah, you don't want. So there's one recipe that I did not show you. It's from the regular crafting vendor, costs 15 silver signets, and it
Ooh.
takes no universal solvents, and
Oh.
it's for the tier 9 um, essences,
So is that
purple
even worth
essences.
it? I guess
It's
it's if
not,
you.
it's you know, it's worth it if you don't have a good piece of gear to slot it into.
Mm-hmm.
Um, those tier 9 essences, so that chest piece that you have, hover over the chest piece.
Okay. Yeah, it has 2 slots.
Yeah. So what I want you to look at though is the item, the maximum level of the chest piece.
Oh.
Notice that it's minimum level 112.
Right. So.
You will not be able to slot those tier 10 essences into that chest piece because they are for level 115 items. And
Okay.
in that case, that is where you would want to craft up 2 of the tier 9 physical mastery ones.
Okay. So would that be something that I would want to do since I have this piece, or are you going to be
We
able to
can, yeah,
craft me
yeah,
better?
yeah. So you could. So here's the thing. You could either um, wait until you barter for a chess piece.
Mm-hmm.
Those chess pieces that I showed you that have plus 14 Light of Arendelle, I think it costs like 430 or something ashes.
Right.
You just barter for that chess piece and be fine. And then, once you get the components for the empowered abyssal essences, and you slot those in there.
Okay.
Or what you can do is waste 15 silver signets per recipe for nothing, basically.
Right.
It takes no universal solvent.
But
And that would be a good idea to do. So
so, like, what do you said you're going to craft some armor. So what do I need to do any more bartering with either of these people?
no, because the armor pieces, the recipes, they are not one shot.
Oh.
So actually, I'm going to switch right now to my other hunter
Okay.
because he is my armorer, and he will do the tailored recipes. So
Nice.
I'll invite you once I
Okay.
switch.
I'll just check up on. So, what virtues are best for a blue line hunter? I'm currently using determination, idealism, loyalty, mercy, and tolerance. So, relevant if you can hang out for just a little bit longer once we.
Yeah, we'll get to the more specific questions later.
Yeah.
We're trying to our goal here is to get all up geared up and set up,
Geared up, set
because we
up.
don't want to get sidetracked too much. We want to focus on the goal, because all up has been left to the wayside on his hunter
Yes.
for a while.
Actually, a lot of them are kind of just out there.
He's been focusing a little bit more on his captain on Gladden.
Yeah. Okay, the rune he's using adds a little bonus to the weapon's base DPS, which in turn affects your direct damage skills. Okay, so Joe is asking rune of was it striking? The
The
Mordor
abyssal
thing?
rune of striking that I had.
Is that a
Um,
Mordor thing? He's asking.
that was a raid rune. And then there's one that comes from Court of Saragost as well. Mine is the raid tier 1 though.
Blissy, welcome. How are you? He says, I don't see the rune of striking. 3 runes. He says there's only 3 runes. Force, power, and okay. So you just answered that. Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, so there is only one rune that you can barter for if you have the tier 2 raid deed done. The other runes you can only get out of the chests in Court of Sargost and Dungeons of Nirban.
And I haven't even been into the raid. So I don't know if our kinship has even tackled the raid yet. Oh gosh, what did Big Ed say? I gotta read this. Ed, jackass.
All right, so you need a helm, shoulders,
You want me to pull it
I think
up?
pants.
So yeah, I've
Pants
got
too,
green
yeah.
helm, shoulders, purple
Okay,
pants,
helm, shoulders, and pants. That's all I need to make you.
and cloak. I don't know if this one, if you need to make another one.
No,
Okay.
that's what I make. That
Um,
stuff is exactly the same.
It's the Rendil. How are you, man? Welcome. So much for that.
Zinger.
So we'll
This is
Chromite
not Amazon Go, Zinger.
Yes, I'm being very lucky. It's very lucky that he's helping me out here. Now, the kinship that I'm in, all those people, they are always offering to help everybody. So, if I couldn't get, if you weren't able to do it, I could just take notes and kind of, talk to some people and say, hey, man, you feel like crafting, and they're good people. So, and I'm trying to get them to come into the stream so that they could talk to you, but they're doing I think they're doing creep night. They go out and mess around in the moors.
PVMP, snore.
Yeah, I haven't done it. I tried to go out there one night. I just didn't have it just wasn't that fun, It wasn't much different than what I remember. You just zerg on one person and move on.
Okay, so I'm going to craft you this. That's the first thing I'm going to craft you.
Nice. Man. Very nice. So what do these pieces take? What are you having to use to craft them?
5 brushed Doomfold leathers.
Okay.
And 1 well-treated Doomfold leather. Now, the well-treated stuff has an 18-hour cooldown. So you have to kind of craft those every day and then store them up.
Yeah, I guess he's in the kinship, and he says it's a nice break from the grind, which it is.
Now to craft you some trousers.
And Big Ed says free-to-play players are stuck with only Orc Reavers, which turns out to not actually be the best. Really, Ed, I've never even seen you out there. That's cool that you've done it. I don't do it at all.
All right, your stuff is crafted. So now this purple armor that I've crafted for you.
Yes.
This is where the tier 9 essences would be slotted.
Okay.
Those 15 silver signets, whatever.
Right.
This is what I would slot into these ones. Not all of them have slots.
But I thought you said that it was a waste. Or is it?
It is. I mean, if you wanted... So this will completely set you up for the rest of Mordor. you're going to be in. You're near a point where you're going to be getting another pair of cyan pants, so you'll want to slot those cyan pants as well.
Okay.
So you got the chest piece, but you're close to getting the pants soon.
Is that that's just
It's
a
a
quest
quest
reward?
reward.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The only two cyan items you get from quests are uh, two different chest pieces and two different pants. And
Okay.
you're getting the DPS sets in
There is a
Teletherary,
certain
and
unpleasant feeling lingering about. Something
in
on the air is
Aggranates you'll get
strange
the
tonight.
defensive sets.
Okay. Okay. Well, J Deals, welcome. Thank you for the follow on the official channel. Welcome, welcome. So, I'm looking pretty good right now. My physical mastery is almost 145. My armor value is 43.2, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, don't look at the armor value, but look at your physical mitigation.
49,000 physical mit.
Okay, so physical mitigations, the cap for tier 2 is 70,618.
Good gosh.
Okay.
Okay, so is this where you start changing out your sets or something?
Yeah. So just gonna give you some information here.
Oh yeah.
So that's for tier 2. Okay. In tier 1, just landscape and tier 1 stuff. It's boy, what is it? I think it's like 63,000, 62,000, or maybe 68,000. I don't know.
So I'm not too
Somewhere
far
around
off
there.
of that
Somewhere in there.
as a cap.
Yeah. Now, as a hunter, you don't need to worry about that for landscape stuff. You don't really need to worry about those mitigations too much unless you're having some issues.
Mm-hmm.
But when you do get into the instances, there's lots more tactical damage type things that go on. So you will want swap pieces. Now, the swap pieces would be your necklace and your pocket.
Okay.
And those are the two major swap pieces. And then eventually you'll want gloves and cloak as swap pieces as you get into the allegiances.
So do you trade them out for tactical mitigations or something?
Yes, tactical mitigations. You really won't need the physical mitigations.
Okay.
So.
Because you're. So explain that to people that don't.
Okay,
like
so the
me
reason
to.
why, yeah, so the reason why you wouldn't need the physical mitigations is because you're a ranged damage dealer.
Mm-hmm.
You will be at a distance. The mobs should not be coming towards you and hitting you. If they are, then you have a problem with your tank.
Yeah. Which, yes.
Yeah. So in the raid, in tier 2 and tier 2 challenge, the first boss, you don't really need to pay attention too much to mitigations because you'll have a captain healing mark, and you will just be damaging the boss. Well, it's two bosses, but their damage is shared, and basically you have a captain healing mark on the boss, and you're just healing up every time you damage the boss.
Right.
Now there are also these dark water ghosts that come around, and they induct. When they're inducting, they're doing an AoE damage that's all common damage. So if you are going to be a numbnuts and stand next to them while they're inducting, then sure, you'll need some physical
Right.
mitigation there.
Right.
But if you see them start to induct, you get out of the way, you won't have any issues. And you're completely no problems healing up on the boss by attacking it. It's just healing you up so much because you're doing so many attacks.
And so much damage.
Yeah. So that's the first boss in the raid. In the second boss, you will need to cap your tactical mitigations.
And what's that cap at?
Again, it's 7618. It's the same as the physical mid cap. And that's for medium armor, tier 2, because it's taking into account the tier 2 penetrations.
76,000.
70,618.
Oh, okay,
70618. And what you can do is you can actually get close, being at like 69,000, and then just use scrolls to get the rest of the way.
Ah, okay. Hey, Gussie Moose, how are you, girl? She says, but I thought as a hunter, range DPS, I need to have both mitts up.
Nope, no, Gussie.
So, that's, I guess, you just kind of work towards trying to get the tactical mitigation set, kind of as a if you're going to be doing that sort of
we
stuff.
call them swappies.
Yeah.
So what you'll want to do is barter for another necklace or in a pocket, or have someone craft you necklace in a pocket, because you can do that.
Okay.
If you don't have the ash, it'll just take I think it's 90 silver signets.
So, oh, okay. So I'll probably be picking your brain again.
You won't need it. You won't need it while you're just questing through the landscape. So
Right.
later on, when you want to get up to raid or instance levels, then we can.
And that I don't really have. I don't join the kinship on the raids.
Yeah.
Just because I'm either doing something else and I'm not a good kin person really for that. Now I'm gonna try to start because I know that I'm pretty sure Joe, you can correct me, that they haven't tried the raid yet. I think they're trying to gear up a bunch of people, so I could probably get in on that and try to help out. But I would like to do that eventually.
Yeah. Like I said, we'll get you there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to now switch to my weaponsmith and craft you an offhand weapon.
Nice. Man.
I'm gonna get you all set up,
This is freaking awesome. I do appreciate it, sir.
Yeah.
Keep
Sorry, this is what I am passionate about in the game, is gearing characters up.
Yes, and
This is what I love to do.
That's what you told me several months ago when I was kind of hem-hawing about trying to get you to help me out, because I didn't want to, you help a lot of people and I value your opinion, and I take others' opinions into account, but when I see you just obliterating stuff, it makes me want to do the same thing. Now, of course, in a raid, it's going to be a lot different, but and that's exactly what you said back then, is that this is the type of stuff that you enjoy doing, is teaching your thought process and teaching people how to gear up and how to go about doing things. So that's why I'm glad we're able to do this, and we can do it again whenever. Anytime you want to voice. I mean,
remember, it's all on you, buddy. You got to learn how to use that Discord and at me in there.
Let me catch up on chat real quick. Okay, 4 empowered abyssal essences of tactical mitt is enough. So how much do you get for an abyssal tactical mitt? Is it like 7,000 or something?
So he's saying that, but that's not necessarily true. It all depends on what you have in your group. If somebody's going to be able to have some sort of additional mitigation buffs in the group, and you can't always rely on that.
Right.
So you need to be able to be self-sufficient. You need 5 empowered abyssal essences of tactical mitigation, along with your capped virtues.
Yeah, that's what we need to talk about here in a little bit. Now, Relevant says, does it matter what armor pieces the essences go on? I wouldn't think so,
It
right?
does matter. It does matter. Some people willy-nilly put their essences all over their armor. And if you put mitigation essences on your armor, you can't swap that armor out for when you need more physical mastery. So you always want the essences on inexpensive jewelry pieces or inexpensive armor or cloak pieces that you can barter for. Now, the inexpensive pieces would be gloves and cloak that are 2 slot. And that at that point, you need to be into the allegiances and doing the allegiance dailies collecting the relics of the last alliance costs 130 of those relics to barter for one piece of that 2-slot gauntlets or 2-slot cloak.
Okay.
And you can get those relics really fast, really fast. So it's those are the pieces that you want to use for swappies. That and the necklace in the pocket.
Okay.
Do not put mitigation essences on your armor other than gauntlets, the 2-slot gauntlets. Like, don't put them on your chest, don't put them on your leggings, don't put them on your helm or shoulders. Those are bad places.
Big Ed. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to drive up there and have a conversation with him. What should crit rating be at again? What should the crit rating be?
So you want about 45,000 crit rating. That's at minimum. I mean, his crit rating right now, your crit rating right now is about 40,000. But I mean, you're going to be getting it higher, so it's not that big of a deal. At endgame, you want to be 45,000 plus.
Okay. Okay. So you don't need to. What's the max on that? I don't guess it matters, does it? If you need,
well,
if you,
it does matter. There is a cap on crit rating, but you have to get to some ridiculous numbers like 70,000 or something like that to get to 30% ranged crit. Because what you have is if you take away the trait that gives you 5%, the crit cap is 25%. So you want to be able to get to that cap without the rating. But if you do have the rating, you want to get to 30%.
Okay, there you go.
Okay, we're going to make you a mace. And the reason why we're going to make you a mace is because the maces have higher physical mastery on them.
Nice.
We're pretty much focusing all on physical mastery for you.
Yeah, I think what I have now is it was just the landscape stuff. And I'm sure my virtues and all that stuff is all out of whack. And also my traits. I want you to, I mean, we don't have to do it all tonight, but sometime I want you to kind of look at that. And because, I noticed that when we ran into Saragost, you're using rain of arrows, and I don't even have that.
Well, I have, how many trait lines do you have? Just 2? I mean, 2 tabs?
Let's see. I think, yes, just 2. Okay,
so I have 4 on my main hunter. And ideally, you would want just 3, because you'd want a trapping line, you'd want an AoE line, and you'd want a single target line.
Okay.
And so what I do when I go into Court of Saragost is I switch into AoE and then switch back to single target for the bosses.
Okay. Yeah, and I remember, you showing me how to use the trapping.
Yeah.
When we were doing that one instance, and that was pretty awesome to see. Okay, so Relevant said, just to clarify the question I asked before about which virtues are best for Blue Line Hunter, that was, okay, leveling. He's at level 54. Just give me one more minute, Relevant. He's going to make this mace, and then we can maybe get into virtues or whatever. So just give us one more minute. Yeah, that's probably... Okay, sorry, go ahead.
So what I'm making you is a mace that uses an item that you get out of Court of Saragost and Dungeons of Narban, and you can actually get it in the raid too.
Is that the fragment of the Shadow Essence?
So I just linked it to you. It's Fragments of Gorgoroth Dungeons.
Oh.
And there's a recipe that you can buy. That's a permanent recipe.
That's probably something that I've vendored.
That you vendored one of those?
I don't know.
Dude, don't vendor those fragments, man.
I bet I have. If it's just a drop or something, I bet I
Well, it
have.
comes from Court of Saragos, so
Well,
how many times you been in Court of Saragos?
I've probably been in there 10 times.
Oh man, don't vendor that stuff.
See,
There
that's
is nothing that you get out of Court of Saragos that you vendor. So keep that in mind, man.
okay. I've got a
Paula,
bunch of. Hey, I've got a bunch of.
killing me here.
I know. I've got a bunch of crafting stuff here if you want it. Strong Gorgoroth branches, woo, and wood. What good is that gonna do?
We're gonna take you to a newbie crafting hall and get you explorer crafting. Killing me here. Killing me.
Ed says the pain in Chromite's voice is palpable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm really bad about my voice.
No,
when it
I
comes
don't
to
care.
something
I mean,
that's
I
disappointed.
know. That's why I think it's nice to have this on the official because people see different ways. I mean, sometimes when people watch the stream, they'll see, people that are uber. There's there's Bloodborne, and Ed to a certain extent on fishing, but they don't. A lot of us, like me, we don't know what's going on half the time. I mean, we know what's going on, but there's a lot of holes in our game. Let's just say that. So I think it's this kind of a stream where people get to learn and they can, empathize with me because I don't know things and I'm vendoring stuff I shouldn't. I mean, whatever it is. It's just a game. Everybody plays it different, but I'm trying to get better. And when I was talking to Chromite 3 or 4 hours ago during the middle of the day, and I was like, "So are you up to do this?" And he was saying yes. He had plenty of time to prepare himself for this.
I did no prep.
Well, no, what I meant is prepare yourself for what you'll be dealing with. And my character and, all that goes along with it.
All right. So I sent you 2 maces. Now,
Okay.
one is for DPS.
Uh-oh.
The other you can swap in for tactical mitigation. So that's another free swappy there.
Look at this.
So if
Okay.
you do, it's cheap and easy, and you don't have to swap it on a piece of armor. So
Okay.
you can show that to everybody watching.
Okay, so let's do this. Oh. So, this is what he sent me. 2 maces. Pretty much somewhat identical, but one is for defense. So it's got higher vitality, the critical defense, and the tactical mitigation. And then the other one, I guess, is more for offense because it's got physical mastery and finesse. Okay, that's freaking awesome.
Yeah. So when you're getting to the point when you're gonna be doing instances where you need that tactical mitigation, you swap that in, you swap in your tactical mid jewelry, and you should be good to go.
Oh, that's nice.
So just prepping for you here.
Gussie Moose says, it's true. Chromite makes me cry sometimes. I suck my thumb in the dark and rock in a corner.
I don't think that's true because she doesn't listen to me. She just, I say something in the channel and she just doesn't even read it. So,
Hey, Saxy, what's up, buddy? How are you, man? Oh yeah. Maiden will never take me into the treasure hunt game again. That was a disaster. Okay, so let's answer, if we could, real quick. Answer relevant question.
yeah. So
if you
now
could.
is the question and answer period time. Now that we've got them all set up.
All right, so I'm going to put that in. So we are up to 155,000 physical mastery, and my finesse is at 75,000. That's a pretty big jump. I think we
Yes.
started at 90,000 physical mastery. I don't even remember what my
Yeah,
my finesse
you're
was.
lower than 100, I think.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Because I am an idiot. I put that on my.
Not main hand. You want it in your offhand. Although your main hand isn't all that fantastic either.
No,
So we need to
and
work on
my
that.
physical mastery went down. So, oh well, that's all right. But yeah, I mean, we've put on 60,000 physical mastery, and God knows what the finesse was. Okay, so let's answer relevant if you don't mind. He's wanting to know virtues.
Okay, so for my virtues, the way I've got it set up is I've got it set up so that if I swap in my mitigation gear, I will be at the caps for both. So right now I have innocence, fidelity, zeal, tolerance, and determination. Determination has no mitigations, but it's 368 agility at rank 20.
Okay, so innocence, fidelity.
Yeah,
Now this is on your.
this is for my raid geared maxed out character.
Okay, let's just look at what I have and giggle. Okay, so I have innocence, determination, compassion, tolerance, and honor. And I think it was, I don't know. There's no telling the last time that I.
Yeah. So before end the game or whatever, what you could do is you could run with zeal, valor, and as a hunter, determination, tolerance, and mercy. Because you
Okay.
really don't need anything else.
Okay, so let's just go one by one.
What we're looking at there. So zeal, number one.
Okay.
Zeal because it's gives you morale.
We're just going to take them all out and start over.
Morale,
so this
Fismit, and armor value.
So this is a setup for a DPS kind of build, right?
It's for a leveling build.
Okay, so the first one was Zeal. Where is that on the color wheel? Let's just try to find it.
It's at the top. It's grayed out.
There
Top,
it is.
grayed out next to the hands.
I hate that.
And then innocence, and the reason for innocence is that it's got both physical mitigation and tactical mitigation, and resistance.
And you can see. So
nice
what is the cap on the actual level of the Zeal?
Actually, I said innocence. Don't do innocence. Do valor. Valor for morale.
Okay, where's valor?
These are leveling, low level leveling virtues.
Now, is this what I should be using?
No.
Oh, okay. Let's just put them on there so we can show.
Slot this for the people who are asking the lower level questions.
Where is? Would you say innocence?
Valor. It's between the two dudes with the beards.
Okay, and then what's the third one?
Third one will be determination, because that's your main agility stat.
Okay. And then two more.
Tolerance.
Man, I had that. Where'd it go?
Dude with a beard.
I don't see him.
To the left, upper left. Dude
There
with
it
a
is.
beard.
Got him.
And then mercy, lower left. Chicken address.
Okay, so relevant to answer your question. This is Chromite's, his opinion.
That's a DPS virtue leveling build. That's just for leveling. It gives you morale, and it gives you all agility.
So you got Zeal,
and some tactical mit,
which has morale, physical mitigation, armor value. Valor gives you more morale, combat morale regen, and a little bit of might. Determination is good agility, some in-combat morale regen, and more morale. And tolerance is tactical mit, agility, and now, of course, hunter. Could this be crossed over to, Like an RK or something like that?
No, because they don't want
Agility, right?
agility.
That's true. Okay, let me catch up.
So that's lower level virtue build. Now let's go for your end game rating build, an instance build.
Okay.
So first trait you
Like,
can do.
you know, I'm still working towards getting to the end of Mordor. So this will get me that plus going into some of the raids, right? On this build, right?
Okay, so for working through Mordor, you're in Talith Urui. We're going to want to slot all the tactical mitigation that you can get. Okay, so slot Innocence.
You gotta find it again.
The wings with the halo. Left-hand side.
Okay.
By the beard dude.
There it is. Okay. Innocence.
Innocence, and then Fidelity all the way on the right.
Okay. Both of those. $20 is the cap for virtues. Okay. So I've got a lot of work to do on my virtues.
Right. Next is Tolerance.
Gotta find it.
Dude with the beard and the crown.
Okay, got it. God, that's
Get
17.
Mercy now. Lower left-hand corner, grayed out.
Okay. 14 is that one. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Anyway. And then...
All right, so now you just find any other virtue that's at a higher level that has tactical mitigation as a secondary stat. You know, or what you can do is you can just slot in Determination or Zeal. But
Yeah,
you know, this gives you a bunch of tactical. Those 4 that we have slotted gives you a bunch of tactical mitigation.
So this honor one it's a 20. It's got
Yeah, there you go. You can
resistance
slot
to
in honor.
permanent
There you
bugs.
go.
Okay.
It works. It gives you some vitality too, so you get 4.5 morale
What
per
is my
vitality
morale
point.
right now? My morale is 57,000. Golly.
Yep. So once you get all set up, your morale will be in the 60 to 70,000 range at the end.
Okay. So
for now, what you're going to be questing in Talith Rui, this is your virtue setup that you want.
nice. Viper, how are you, girl?
I'm going to go AFK for a second. Be right back. I got to feed the cats.
It's good to see you in here, Viper. You're in my kinship, correct? Isn't that Links? Okay, so yeah, you'll probably have to wait till he comes back. Yeah, order doesn't matter. Yeah, order doesn't matter. I don't know. It will matter if you're a different race, I do believe. The virtues that he had me do now will, I think, get me through to endgame. But this is I think, more of a DPS build. I swap out some pieces for a defensive, build. So what was that? Innocence, fidelity, zeal, determination, and tolerance? Let me see. Yes, exactly. So you want to put those relevant... Deathman, what's up, brother? Yeah, we're trying to learn here, man. We're trying. Sure am. So Viper, he pretty much said go all physical mastery. on uh, on the essences. I've got them in there, and I've got them in here. But I also have one that I can put here. I've got to get some more actual essences crafted, and I've got 2 there. But he was talking about if you go into doing the raid, you'll want to probably swap out some of those with some mitigations to max your mitigations.
I'm back.
Okay, so what did... I don't know how those streamers do it when they have 300 people in their chat. It's just going and going and going.
Well, they may have their stuff positioned so it's easier to read.
Yeah.
Like right next to their monitor or above it, and you don't have to turn your head and all that stuff. They just make it very easy.
Yeah, and they're not actually answering every question either.
Right. I guess they get trained to pick out the good ones.
It's Big Ed. We'll come up there and see you, Ed. So,
okay, so Revent was asking about the virtues for endgame. For right now, what I have is innocence, fidelity, zeal, tolerance, and determination. And that is specifically for my gear setup. That's a total of 5 tactical mitigation essences and 2 physical mitigation essences. And that would get me at cap for both. For tier 2. So now what we need to do is we need to have you test your new setup here and see just how much of a difference you see. So what we're going to do is port to Dull Amroth.
Okay. Oops.
So you should have a port there.
Yep. Gotta find it. Gotta find it. There it is.
Okay. Do you use any plugins?
Just the, I think, buff bars.
We need to get you set up with the travel window plugin so you don't have to go searching for your port skills.
That would be awesome. Okay, so let me... Okay, so where are we going to training dummies? Oh, I see. Look at you and your fancy. What's wrong with your horse? You got some stuff growing out of it. What is that?
That's the Metadeed horse for Mordor.
Oh, of course it is. When we get over there, I want to look at that thing again. He's got some flowers growing out of him. Big Ed, that is true. I will not deny that. It's been a while since I've been in Dol Amroth.
Okay, so we're gonna go kill some roving threats, so you can get gift givers brands for your offhand weapon or your main hand weapon.
Well, let me get on my faster horse. Is that your...
Yeah, it's a war steed.
Okay.
So I'm just kind of scouting here to see where the roving threats are. These are the easiest roving threats, and plus it'll be a nice little test for you to kill.
Yeah, and that's another thing that... oh, here's one right here.
Yep.
You know...
So dismount.
What's the word I'm looking for? Rotation. You know, it
Yep.
seems like I'm having a lot of issues with my focus.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
What you need to do is you need to work in a focus builder into your rotation.
And I
So
just to right off the top, I don't ever use hardly swift bow or quick shot because it seems like
so you will want to use quick shot to build up your focus if it's low.
okay.
Now, you can alternate that with barbed arrow. It'll give you a little focus. Swift bow, um, you'll mostly want to use that when you get the Instaproc thing. And we haven't set you up to show this on your screen. There's a nice plugin to use for that. And you
Okay.
get the Instaproc for Swift bow. So, that's something that we'll work on for the future. But for right now, what I want you to do is I want you to try and burn this dude down. Do what you think is right. So for this one, you're going to want to pop burn hot first, do your rapid fire, and just burn him down as much as you can.
I gotta find my burn hot. Where's my burn hot?
It's right there.
Where? What am I missing?
Oh wait, you don't have it traded.
What the hell?
Why don't you have it traded?
I
Or you don't have it on your bar?
I told
Look
you.
at all those steeds on your bar. What the heck, man?
That's yeah.
There's also a port on your bar. Wow, what's going on?
Don't blow a gasket. Just
Wait
look
a
at my
minute, you've
bar.
got strength of the earth trade. Okay, we have to work on your trades. Hang on. You have 83 points. Let me build you a trade setup.
Did y'all hear his the steam was just building on the top of his head. You knew it was. He's like looking at that going, what is happening? Okay, so do we want to go over here? Does that guy roam like a
Give me a
roaming
second
thread?
here. I'm giving you a trade setup.
Oh, okay. Ski, your hunter is yellow red. Blue makes me motion sick. Yeah. It just hurt his soul to see that trait set up. Oh, it's all good. It's all how you want to play, you know? Zinger said, at this point, it might be easier for Chromite to find a way to duplicate his own character for all up. It probably is, but that's what we're here learning, people. We're learning. Oh man, there's some comedians in here tonight. And I'm glad to see you, brother. I don't hardly ever see you, except for when you come in and I'm screaming at Overwatch.
All up, how many trade points did you have again? 83? Yeah.
83, yes. How many can you have, max?
Okay, I just linked in the Twitch chat setup. I want you to do that setup.
Okay. How the hell did you do that? See, well, what the heck's going on?
What do you mean, how did I do that? I just used the website.
I know, I don't see. Okay, so let's just. It'll
You know what
cost.
websites are, right?
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So I can spec. Yeah, I don't have to respec because I don't even have anything on this one. Okay, so this is what build is this? This is just a damage dealer.
This is a single target build.
Okay, so 4 to impact arrows, all 5 to quick draw, 0 to split shot, which I agree with, quick shot focus 0, 6 of 6 to strong draw. And then nothing to Pathfinder. 5 of 5 to Barbed Fury. Both to Precision. 2 of 2 to Blood Arrow. Nice. 2 of 3 on Exsanguinate. I love Exsanguinate. 2 of 5 to Volley. No Heartseeker, no Strength of the Earth. 1 to Bow of the Righteous. And 1 to Rapid Fire. So tell me what Rapid Fire does, just in a nutshell. 'Cause that...
For 10 seconds, you can alternate barrage and penetrating shot with no cost to focus.
Ooh.
Yeah, so what you want to do is pop Burn Hot, because Burn Hot and Rapid Fire have the same cooldown.
Okay.
So you pop Burn Hot, that gives improves your damage, and then pop Rapid Fire, and you will then be able to tier up your barrage with no worries about focus loss.
Nice. Okay. So 1 of 1. Oh, and we're going all the way over to Yellow Line also.
No.
No, we're not.
Nothing in yellow.
Okay. So what am I missing here? 6 of 6 to Draw Weight. Okay.
So this is just a really quick one. I mean, it can be more optimized, but you don't have the full points. You need 5 more points to get a little better setup.
So max, what's the max? Is it 88?
88, yeah.
Okay. All right. So that is... So... Is there... Okay, so there's Burn Hot. Okay. So that's really what I was missing. Oh, gosh, everything's all... I can rearrange this later.
Well, for now, you want to get it set up for a decent rotation here. So.
Okay, sorry, I had to get out of my Twitch chat. Let's see what's going on. How you doing? Complicated. Yeah, I know. That's right. That's right. Now, Tyra says, is this build viable for leveling? Or did you already answer that?
This is completely viable. It's single target, so it's completely viable. But for leveling, you won't have this many points.
Now,
So you have to make sacrifices and things in Redline.
Big Ed said, so Heartseeker is out because you can't get the armor set bonus any longer? Question mark.
You can get it from the Throne Raid, but it's very rare that you would ever use it now, at least in end game.
So
The Heartseeker bonus is fine for landscape stuff, but
Borner says, don't forget to explain pausing after the first 2 barrages.
that's something I've already explained to you, but I will go over that again.
Okay.
It's tearing up barrage. You have to let one of the barrage buffs drop before you tear it up fully.
Ski. More than 88 and you end up flying into the past. Okay, so my setup, gosh. So do you ever use improved Swift Bow at all?
Yeah, so there is a Instaproc in Redline. Look at your Redline virtues or trait setup. Look at the second row down. Look at Swift and True.
Okay.
Just hover
Increases
over that.
Swift Bow damage per rank. Max rank gives quick shot a chance to reduce the induction. Yeah, I remember that. So
But then also look at minus 100% Swift Bow's induction.
Whoa.
So that means it's an instant thing.
Now, I remember you telling me that back in the past.
Yeah,
'Cause you were
that was
talking about
for
that.
red line, yes.
And
The red line setup.
I could
So now
never.
we've
Go
kind of
ahead.
worked it into blue line as well. Because what's
Nice.
going to happen is you will eventually run out of focus, alternating between barrage, penetrating shot, and blood arrow and all that stuff.
Right.
And so your focus builder will be quick shot. And if you ever get that swift and true buff, you want to use improved swift bow.
So,
So what we'll do is eventually get you set up with a plugin that will display on your screen in a very visible spot the swift and true proc or
okay.
buff that
Right.
comes up,
Right.
and then
Right.
that'll flash in front of your face saying, "Hey, dummy, hit improve swift bow,"
So you
and
get
so
that
then you know when to work it in.
insta shot. Okay. Okay, so Joe says explain barrage thing. Okay, well we're about to. We were just
Yeah.
gonna pop this guy. Okay, so all my stuff is set up different. So okay, so you said hit burn hot, and then so
Well,
focus.
if everything is set up different, you need to set it up in a way that things are familiar to you here. So you've got your barrage, you've got your quick shot, you've got your barbed arrow, you got your penetrating shot. Your blood arrow needs to be worked into your rotation.
Okay.
That should be used first instead of penetrating shot, because you want blood arrow to be on cooldown constantly.
Okay.
Because
So,
what happens is when you use blood arrow, you get a frontward, you get a 10% heal, instant heal, and then another 10% heal over time. And you want to keep
nice.
that heal over time rolling the entire time that you can. Now you can't because the cooldown's 15 seconds, but with the armor set that I currently have from the raid,
Mm-hmm.
it's down to 10 seconds. So I can have it rolling constantly. And it's very nice for
Wow.
the last boss in the Abyss of Mordath, because I
So
can be constantly healing myself.
So I'm going to get 5,700 back initially, and then 5,700. Or no, it restores 2% of max morale for 10. So
Yeah,
over 10 seconds, I'll get another 5,700. Now you said your cooldown is how long?
10
10
seconds. That's from the armor set bonus.
Wow. So that will be just kind of running constantly. You're
Yeah,
you're healing.
it's really nice. It's really nice.
God. And that's
Because there's lots of incidental damage in that last fight, just all over the place. So it's really nice
okay.
to be able to heal myself.
This may not go like I want it to because
Yeah.
it is kind of out of.
If I remember correctly, this guy may do some fears, so this will be fun.
Okay, so
Just
am
do
I
your
going to burn
best.
him down and then
Just
kill
do your
off, or
best.
should I run it off if I start dying? I don't want to sit here and die. Okay, so we want to focus up first, or we want to burn hot and then focus and then commence. Does it matter?
Burn hot, focus, start tearing up your barrage, and then pop rapid fire once barrage is tiered up, and then you go.
Rapid fire. The swift bow.
No, rapid fire. The blue.
Oh, okay. So how do I
Put rapid fire and burn hot next to each other, and get rid of those ports from your
I don't know
your
why
hotkeys.
that's
Come
right.
on.
I don't know why.
Come on now.
I don't know. Okay, so I have my. So we have the burn hot, focus, and rapid fire. Okay.
So just to give you an idea of how long you need to wait, you need to do barrage, blood arrow, do another barrage, and then do like 2 penetrating shots in a row if you can,
Okay.
or a penetrating shot and then a barbed arrow. Once that happens, your barrage icon should have 6 arrows above the dude's head and should have a light background. Now, what we're trying to do there is let a barrage 1 buff fall off. And If that Barrage 1 buff is on, you can never tier up to Barrage 3.
So what is that?
It's an invisible buff that you cannot see. It only shows on the icon. So if you look at the icon, you have 4 arrows above the dude's head.
Right.
If you do 1 barrage arrow, you'll see that icon change to 6 arrows.
Okay.
Okay? And then if you wait a little bit and then do another one, it's 5 seconds for that buff to tear down. So if you do another barrage, that gets you to barrage 3, and the background turns light with those 6 arrows once the barrage 1 buff drops.
Okay.
Okay, it's hard to explain. You have to visually see it on like a training dummy or something.
Right.
Once you get used to it, you just know what to look for. But
okay. Yeah, because I don't pay much attention to that.
yeah. So just do the best you can for this right now. Because all we're doing is just trying to see what you are like now.
Okay.
You know, you're gonna feel a difference. So
Okay.
do your best.
We're gonna burn hot. Oh, you told me to do blood arrow. I think I'm not doing a good rotation here. Okay, so there's 6 on him now. And I don't even know if that's insta-shot. Probably not. God. Yeah, you know what? I'm trying to pay too much attention on the stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And not even seeing what I'm hitting for. I mean,
So right now you're using your mouse to click things, and I know you use keyboard on your captain and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we need to get you used to using keyboard on your hunter now. But that involves you knowing the positions of your keys. And, you know, this is all feeling brand new to you. So just know that your number 1 key is your barrage, because that's going to be your most used skill. Number 2 is your penetrating shot. Number 3, blood arrow. Number 4, barbed arrow.
Now,
Number 5, quick shot.
how much were you hitting him for?
I was just killing the ads. I was not attacking him.
Because if you, I mean, what level was he?
He was 100.
Okay, so I'm 15 levels above him. So I don't, how do you, I saw some hitting for 50 and 70. I guess I don't even have my combat log up here, of course. But it would have been nice to see. But I mean, I think I killed him before he even really did much to me at all. I don't think he even damaged me that much, but I am 15 levels above him.
Yeah. So mount up. You know what? We forgot to pick up the quests.
Oh, shit.
Durr.
Yeah, because you got one and I didn't get a brand. Damn. Gamer Gramp, what's up? I'm sorry I'm missing a lot of people coming in here. Hello, Dell. How are you? Viper, I'm using the Lua, the buff bars. Where were the quests? They over on the right? But you know what? I felt like I was hitting pretty hard, but it is, lower level stuff.
So I was watching you, watching the stream and watching you click. You need to really get it down so that you're only using your fingers for your rotation rather than clicking on them. I know it's different.
Oh yeah.
But you do it on your captain. I know you can do it. So you just got to retrain yourself on your hunter.
And I think once I started the fight, I lost all perspective of what my rotation was supposed to be.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay, was that? I can pick up all those, right?
Yes,
I just
pick them
picked
all up.
up.
So this guy's going to be on a 5-minute respawn, so we're going to go to check the other places.
Who else did I miss in here? Okay, so Burner says, is that build the absolute best after a load of testing, or just what you feel works for you?
There is no absolute best for everyone. It's just what works for each individual person, whether or not you can have enough to monitor other skills that you can use and other buffs that you get. If you feel that you can't do that, you can just keep your rotation more simple. But if you can handle monitoring a bunch of other stuff, then yeah.
Hey, Aurora, how are you, girl? Yeah, and we're just I'm having him show me how he does things and his setup. It's everybody has their own play style and wants to do the way they want to do it. So this is just how we're doing it. We're trying to show you guys what Chromite does, how he does it, and you can do, of course, do your own little thing, but this may help you in the long run.
Okay, we're checking the next point.
Yeah, Mort is out of town, so he asked me if I wanted to take his spot, so I said yes. And was able to get Chromite to come join me.
All right, so we got a nice big troll here. So this one I'll do.
Okay, this is going to be over quickly.
And so what I've done here is I've swapped to my trapper line, and I'm laying down traps.
Oh yeah, I want y'all to see this. This is cool.
I'm doing triple trap, which gives a 15% incoming damage buff or debuff, and I'm also put down piercing trap, which heals every time we hit, so it gives us healing. All right, so
so this is what. Here. Hang on, real quick. Let's just. So what?
The traps are down. I gotta go.
Okay, go ahead. I'll just talk while you're doing it. So what he does is he goes to yellow line, sets up all these traps, and then did you switch back to blue line? Yeah, I guess so.
Yes.
So he switched back to blue line. Let's just... God. So now he can get the benefit of all these traps, plus he's doing his ridiculous damage. And he's about dead. There he goes. Good. Gosh, man. So, explain what all you got there from your traps. So, again, because I think...
Yeah, so the triple trap, let me just read it. So there's a... on the sidebar in yellow line, as you trait further and further down, let's see, it is... Yeah, here we go. Master Trapper, it's the third buff down on the left-hand side when you're trading into yellow. Mm-hmm. It gives you a plus 15% incoming damage debuff.
Wow.
So when the mob hits that trap, it's going to have that 15% damage debuff.
And how long does that last?
I think it lasts for maybe 10 to 15 seconds. I really don't know how long.
Wow.
Okay. Plus, Master Trapper, that trait, gives Piercing Trap. Restores morale to all those who hit the target.
So that's like a freaking Cappy revealing mark.
Yeah, exactly. So it gives you 89 to 119 morale every time you hit. And, that adds up. You're going to be hitting a lot.
Right.
So it's really good for when you're soloing bosses and instances and stuff like that. I mean, I also use the traps on the second boss in the Abyss of Mordath just to give an additional incoming damage boost, because you want to burn him down and get to the first phase really quickly. So.
Okay, so let me read the chat.
Take the port. We're going back to Dol Amroth so we can go get that guy that we missed the quest on.
Okay, hold on. Yep, I need that plug-in. Okay, so Mari's asking me, or no, wait, I'm sorry, Joe's asking me, what's the plug-in for, what was it, Joe? What's the plug-in for Swift and True?
Buff bars.
Buff bars.
You
That's
can
what
use
I have, right?
Yeah. So there's two different plugins that are really useful for this: buff bars or buff monitor. And buff monitor would probably be a little bit easier to set up. So, but I've got all up set up with buff bars. So you can just turn in this quest right now, and we'll go out and get the other guy.
Nice.
How may I help you, friend?
Did you get that, Joe? Okay, hold on. Sorry, I'm missing.
Now this guy is on you again, so you're gonna kill him. I'm gonna add my traps this time, so you'll get that.
Okay, so what is it? Cam's1 asked if this set up somewhere in the forums.
No, it's not.
This is all in his brain. Wait, where is this guy? He was over here. Is he back already?
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
I'm just killing stuff around him.
Okay, so go one more time. So I need to start out with Barrage, correct?
So first thing you do is double tap focus.
Right.
Double tap improve focus.
Right.
Because you want to get that buff on you.
Right.
Then you start out with Barrage, then Blood Arrow, and then another Barrage to get the Barrage
tiered up.
2.
Okay. And then a couple of quick shots or something?
do it. So you don't want to burn all of your focus too much. So do a quick shot and then maybe a barbed arrow. And then by that time, Barrage should be tiered up to Barrage 3. And then you alternate Barrage 3, Blood Arrow, Barrage 3, Penetrating Shot, Barrage 3. If you have no focus at that point, you want to hit a quick shot.
Okay. How much does quick shot give you back? It should say, does it?
Yeah, it'll tell you.
Adds 1 focus.
Adds 1 focus. I mean,
okay.
So you're also getting 2 focus every 5 seconds as well. So that'll work into your rotation.
Right.
You pray for it, but.
Hang on, let me check the.
Just let me know when you're ready,
okay.
and I will drop the traps, and then you can go.
Okay, yeah, I just want to check up on chat real quick. It's. So Ferde Lance says hi, Chromite. Yeah, Zinger, maybe. Is it time for Deathman to get timed out? No. Okay. All right, go ahead and drop them, and I will. Okay, so we do a Barrage, Blood Arrow, Barrage, and then Penetrating if we can.
Do it.
Okay. Oh, I didn't even do my burn hot. Of course.
Yeah, that's fine. That's cool.
Do you ever use Merciful Shot at all?
Yes. Once he gets down to 50%.
Oh. I don't even know when my Swift Bow is freaking procced.
Well, that's what the plugins help, you know. That's where we.
That was pretty freaking fast, man. But you had a lot on those traps too, so. But still,
it's 15%, and it had worn off after a while.
I mean, I'm hitting pretty good.
Yeah, you'll notice a difference. It's just you have to get familiar with doing the rotation purely by hand and not clicking.
I did it that time by hand, except for once or twice I had to pick something
Yeah.
further down the line.
Yeah. When you're switching from something that you're
Yeah, it takes
familiar
time.
with to something that you're unfamiliar with, you have to learn about the focus stuff. Because before what you would do is you would get the Erebor set, which would greatly reduce the cost of focus skills, and you didn't
Right.
really have to worry about focus. Now you have to really worry about your rotation and building up that
I
focus.
don't even know if I freaking hit improved focus. God, I just
it's
freaking went into
you'll
barrage.
learn. You'll learn. I mean,
You
just
know,
always remember you want to do that double tap on the focus before you start any attack.
right. And I
You
want to
want
show
that
people
buff.
what you're talking about. So most people will hit the focus and they'll just let it go.
Yeah.
Okay, so you told me this a long time ago that you can hit it and then hit it again. It'll it'll give you your full focus and you get that buff, but you don't go through the animation. Is that right?
Right.
Am I
Yeah, you don't go through the induction.
induction? Induction, yes.
If you double tap, it breaks the induction immediately, and you can just start going.
Oh, and it gives you that freaking focus because I can see it on
Yep.
my buff bar.
You want that buff.
Yeah. And that gives us what? It gives you 25% range critical chance and something else. Hang on. 25% bow critical multiplier. And that's 5 seconds, right?
Yeah. So you want to get off as many shots as possible within that 5 seconds.
Right. Okay, so he says you're waiting too long between barrage. I'm actually losing the barrage 3.
Yeah. So you have 5 seconds to hit barrage again to keep the buff tiered up.
Okay.
So that whole cadence is something you have to learn, and that's why I need to teach you about the icons. It's better to just watch the icon because that's how you monitor the buff. Because there's no other way to monitor that buff other than using a plugin, a really crappy plugin that's I don't really like, but it can help.
It helps. Okay, so I think we've pretty much covered. Well, not covered everything, of course, but did you want to go?
So let's go get some more. Come on.
Okay, sounds good.
We're gonna go scout some more roving threats. We're just gonna work towards your gift givers brands and get your main hand.
So I think I need to make sure that I don't go over the time. I don't think the Grey Wardens go on till later, so we should be good. Can you show us the trait tree again? Yeah, if you hold on. Wait 1 second, Chromite. Let me get that link that you.
I just linked it again.
Oh, okay. So there's the link on how he wanted me to spend the 83 points.
That is specific to all up's 83 points. Zinger, how does any of this teach him how to craft?
Will the AoE setup come on another casting? She's wanting to know if we're going to do like an AoE. Probably, because we've been going since, 6, I think. So we've been going 2.5 hours. I'm probably going to cut it off in another half hour. Chromite probably got other things to do. But we'll definitely try to do something again, maybe a different setup, or I don't know, just a question and answer segment too. Okay, so just.
So are you still coming?
Yes, I'm coming. I'm right behind you. Here, I'll put you on follow so I can.
No, you cannot follow on a war steed.
Yeah, I can.
You will, and as soon as
Well,
you start going down a hill or up a hill, you'll start going really slow.
Oh, okay.
So don't do that.
Yeah, I will, Lynx. Just tune into my channel, links. Follow it, and then you'll know what's going on. And follow this channel too. This is the official stream, so Death Man. Hoi! Oi. If I missed some questions, please put them back in there, because let me know if I missed something. I'm sure I did.
Okay, I don't see one here. We're going to go up the hill here. Go into the camp.
Thank you, Zinger. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's my channel, links. Don't forget to follow that. Oh, busy buying and selling. Well, I haven't talked to you much. Just with Finn when we did the Saragosse. That's the last time I talked to you.
Oh my.
Uh-oh. I just got big lag. What the heck?
Okay.
Thank you for the subscription. What? Okay, hold on. Something is going wacky here. Oh, it's because
language.
Oh yeah, that's 13. Viper, did you subscribe? You didn't have to subscribe. You could have just followed.
So no roving threat here. We have to keep going.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much for the subscription. I do appreciate that. Amazon Prime, man, that's where it's at. Am I just running past you? I've got too many things going on.
Oh. I'll stop and wait for you to catch up.
Yeah, I was stuck behind a fire pit initially, and then now I'm just reading chat. Okay, I got you. Thank you very much, Lynx. I appreciate that. That's right, Deathman. Beer fund. Gamer, you sure did, brother. That was awesome, too. All right. They're following you, aren't they? That's a warband. Did you just one-shot him?
No.
Poor little guy.
Keep going. We're
Man,
going to the
really.
roving threat area.
That was the first warband I've done out here. Man, I got a lot of stuff to do.
Oh, you've never done it out here? Wow. Get another warband right up here.
Oh, gamer. Next time, remember, I tell you, next time, try to do it to where you can stay here a couple of days, man. We can see the sights. Because there's so many out here. You killed him before I even got a chance to get out there.
Are you here now?
Oh, I didn't even get the quest.
Oh. Jeez. Hey, wait, where are you going? Come back here.
I'm right
Don't
here,
run
I'm
away.
right here.
Gotta pay attention.
Hey, Lynx, I appreciate it, girl. Come back and see us, okay? And if you don't forget to follow this channel, because there's a bunch of great streamers. A lot of them are in here talking mess to me. You know what would be fun, Chromite, is to do the Court of Saragost at some point.
Yeah, I want to get you these gift givers brands first. And then we'll do a really quick Court of Saragost.
That's true. The Stars Arena, I suppose. It's the same place that the Mavericks play. Oh, crap. Speaking of that, the hockey game is recording. Thank goodness. Hang on, Joe. Where are you at? Okay, Joe wants to come with us. Yes, we will. I don't know. We probably don't need a third in Saragost, but I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Here we go.
Oh, boy,
Another roving threat.
Okay. 814,000. Okay, so
You can do it.
Are we gonna do the?
No, you're just gonna burn him down. He's gonna be tossing tactical damage at you.
Okay.
So you should be
kinda
fine
see how
there.
that goes. So we need to. Did you say burn hot first? Because it's a longer duration, right?
Yep.
Okay. Here
Burn
we go.
hot. As soon as you pop burn hot, do a sidestep because it breaks the after animation.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
start doing
crap!
stuff.
I hit the wrong damn button.
Oh, you're messing up. You're
Yep.
messing up. Here we go. Come on, do it. Start rolling. You're messing up. You're burn hot.
Yep, I messed up a lot of it.
Even though you're messing up, he's already halfway dead. There you go.
Wow. I couldn't even see what I was hitting him for, but it felt like a lot. Even though I screwed up half of everything. Hang on one second, sorry. I'm missing all kinds of... Oh yeah, Aurora does live down here. Have your bail prearranged. Oh man, I'm not that bad. That was nice. That was fun to, although I screwed up half the stuff, but that's just like anything. If you're gonna try a certain rotation, you got to practice it.
Oh yeah. So, you'll probably want to go find a practice dummy and just kind of work on your rotation so that you can become familiar with the keys that you're actually hitting without looking at them.
Right.
And I mean, that happened with your captain. Your captain, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you have no problems doing that. And you're just going to need to do the same thing with your hunter. So.
Now, I did notice that using that, what was it, the damn volley, whatever, rapid fire.
Yep.
Really, I could pop those, because you said it reduces the cost, or you don't have the cost, the focus cost for barrage and quick shot, right?
Right.
So I could tell that I was able to just keep going with those, and then I could tell when it came back. It turned off something that I could see.
Yeah. We're just checking.
Zinger said, "Every wasted burn hot moment is another Chromite tier." I know.
All right, this guy fears, so I'm going to help with killing him. We're just going to burn him down, okay?
Okay.
We just want him dead as quickly as possible.
Let me start out my stuffs here. Okay, so burn hot.
No, you're too far away. Good lord.
You're just gonna. Oh yeah, you're just gonna one-shot him. See, he just critted for
There's that fear.
118,000. Gosh, that was silly.
Okay, mount up.
Did I get that quest?
Yeah, before that, I got a merciful shot for 177k. But with raids and raid debuffs, you can crit for over 500,000. It's pretty awesome.
500,000.
500,000.
Okay, so did I not have the quest for him, or do I have to? I guess I have to turn it in. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, let's see. We have one more,
All right.
and it's the Drake. So let's go this way. Now, keep in mind that on my character, I have pretty much max everything. So this is not to be expected for, just any old hunter that you take out there. So it's.
But the amount of physical mastery that we were able to put on and finesse.
Yeah, I mean, it really helps you, that physical mastery.
Right.
Once you get past 150,000 physical mastery, even for melee classes, it really helps a lot. You can really notice a difference.
Tell Dobby hi. How's she doing? Yeah, I need to go around and do all the roving threats everywhere. But this is what we did tonight. Who wasn't? If anybody wasn't here, am I passing you up?
Make a left. We're gonna check on one of the spawn spots.
We pretty much did all new jewelry. I was able to barter for this stuff. Chromite made me all, let's see, a helmet. He made me pretty much all this stuff, except for just a couple of pieces. And he made me all the essences. I'm going right by you. So he helped out tremendously. Oh, there he is.
So remember, don't be too far away, because you want to open up as soon as you pop Burn Hot and pop your Improve Focus. You were far away, so you wouldn't have been able to.
I kept forgetting that he doesn't aggro because we're
we're
so
too
much
high.
higher. So, okay, Zinger says, so is the Light of Arendelle loss worth it if you get those Mantham boots? Yes.
Yes, it is. It is worth it, because once you're over 100 Light of Arendelle, you're fine on landscape. It's really easy to get Light of Arendelle, so it's no big deal.
Who's calling me?
Do it. You can do it.
I'm doing it.
Do it.
I'm not barraging quick enough, I don't think.
Remember, you have quick shot to get your stuff up. Come on, you can do it.
I'm not even paying attention to my health.
Pay no attention. You just kill. Remember to use Blood Arrow.
Oh, yeah. Dang it. That was a good pop. 72.
A good hunter does not look at how high he hits. You just
that's
try
why
to
I'm
make
not a
things
good
dead.
hunter. Boom.
Focus on making things dead first. Look at stuff afterwards.
Nice. That was pretty quick. I felt like I was doing quite a bit.
Yeah.
I need to put my I need to have the whatever the combat log so I can at least see.
Yeah, combat analysis. Yeah.
It's your tummy calling.
Okay, take that port. We're going to Dolamra. Turn in these quests and get you some gift givers brand.
Nice, nice, nice. So let me take a look at this horse real quick. So this is the meta deed comparison or whatever for your war steed for Mordor, correct?
What I have, yeah.
Yeah. So do you get a regular steed with that, or is it?
Yes, there's a regular steed as well.
Man, what's he's got like stuff growing out of his face. Okay.
How may I help you, friend? Gondor needs your aid. How may I help you, friend? These are troublesome times indeed.
Hey, I got a universal solvent just by killing stuff out there. That's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, that's nice.
And I got a title and a deed done. More Lotro points. Ba-bam.
All right, how many gift givers brands do you have now?
Let's see. Why can't I type
Hit B. Hit B
B?
to open up the wallet.
No, I'm
Use
in the
barter.
wallet.
Hey, you're at 51. You can barter for your main hand.
Where did you see that? Okay, there it is. Okay.
Because I know what
That's
I'm
good.
looking for.
So where do I barter this stuff?
Okay, so right-click on this dude here that you got the quest from,
Oh, okay.
Times indeed.
and then set it to hunter weapons.
Hunter weapons. Nice. So, is there any?
Alright, so-
Does it really matter?
It doesn't really matter too much, but the sword gives you a 1% parry. So if something's going to try and attack you, you get an additional 1% chance to parry it. So, are you a human?
Yes.
So you also get the bonus to the damage.
Wait a minute. I might be an elf.
Swords. Are you an elf?
I don't know what I. How bad is that?
You're an elf, yeah. Okay, so I think you also get. Anyway, sword's good usually. So, I'll barter for a sword.
Sword of the Unearthed. Okay. All right. What's up? So, you know what? We didn't even go through. Well, we did go through the bow. So maybe next time, I don't want to have to worry you to worry about it tonight, but what legacies is good for your offhand weapon.
Yeah. So, what I'll have to do is I will post a listing of legacies before imbuement
Okay.
in your Discord,
Okay.
and that's what you'll want to aim for on your sword.
So you have to level it all the way up to what?
So okay, you level it to 30, but don't do that until you know what legacies you want to put on it.
Okay.
Wait for me to do the legacy listing.
Right.
Then you level it to 30 and choose the proper legacies as you're leveling it up.
Okay.
At that point, you stop the leveling, you disable leveling in the legendary items panel.
Mm-hmm.
There's a button for that. And then what you do is you level up third age weapons and tear off legacies to replace the ones that you need to replace.
Okay.
So until you have all the legacies matching what you need. And then you apply Crystal of Remembrance, apply legacy you need for that, and then remove the disable leveling thing and just level it to max. Apply Scroll Delving, level it to max, and get some free reforges in there. And then once it's leveled to max, you imbue.
Nice. Okay. Very good.
Do you have a nice stockpile of heritage runes? The item experience runes?
I have to go to my vault. I think I do. But
Okay, because once you imbue, you'll need that.
I had a third. A
But it's
second
no big
age.
deal. I mean,
Yeah. Because you got to put just a tire load of them. Man, that was good, man. We got quite a bit done. Do you want to run a quick Saragost?
yeah, let me go AFK for a second and I'll be
Okay.
right back.
I'm going to get my buddy. Is it all right if I bring another guy in here with us?
Sure.
Not that we need the help, because you. I know, Big Ed. What race am I? I don't even know what race I am. Okay, let me see if Finn, Joe, are you still on here? You wanted to come with us? Oh, you're in a group. Okay, never mind. So we'll just two-man it and we'll see what I can do. Yeah, because look at the crap that I'm getting from my third age. Look at that. I'm only leveling 2 of the things. That's how sad I am. And I didn't even think about what, we didn't even talk about what settings and gem and rune. Guys, I'm going to take a quick bio break. Give me 1 minute. Then we'll do Court of Saragost, and then I think we'll be done. If you guys have any more questions, if you want to throw
I'm back. I made you leader.
Okay, I'm going to run and take a quick bio. I'm sorry, I was going to do that while you were gone, but I was yapping, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back. That's funny.
So invite your friend, open up the instance.
I think he is. Oh, he is there. Okay. Okay.
No, do tier 2 first.
Tier 2.
Always do tier 2 first. Because if something happens, you'll at least have gotten that done because it's more profitable.
God dang it! Hang on. Now, why can't I cancel it? Because I already started it?
Because your friend might have gone in.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, yeah, he went in. So what's the difference? Why does it matter?
Tier 2 has a higher chance of giving you better loot.
But why would you? What does it matter if you run it out? Run it.
Because if something happens, like somebody loses connection, or if the server goes down, you will have done tier 2 first,
Oh, okay.
and then tier 1 is left over. Always want to do tier 2 first, and same thing like with featured instances. You always want to do the cap level first, and then do the lower level.
That makes more sense.
Cyrus the Stain prepares to unleash a second great plague upon the realms of men. Any hope of averting her lies on the
All my skills are freaking messed up.
Rangers Rodrog and Fire, who have gained entry.
Now you're not gonna let me be able to figure out how good I do with you just one shot.
Well, I'll go left.
Stuff.
You guys go right.
Okay.
You went to the wrong right. Does Texas have a different word for right?
Maybe. Yeah, I picked a fight on too many.
Okay, your friend brought a whole bunch to you, so that's all on him.
He's running. He probably forgot he wasn't on his captain.
I wasn't doing AoE specifically so you could get your. You might want to inform him what we're doing here.
I think he's in the chat channel with us. He said he needs challenge. Well, you died quick, so. Golly, yeah. I'm definitely hitting a lot harder. But I'm not watching my tears.
It seems you have failed in your task. We have uninvited guests.
Okay, so you gonna put him down and you want us to put her down, or are you gonna bring him over?
No, you do her and I'll do him.
Must I do everything?
If you insist, we shall do this together.
Allow me some revelry, brother.
I'm messing up my rotation. Puff, puff, give. Ah! She knocked me out. Oh my gosh, that was a long knockout. Yeah, I'm definitely hitting a lot harder.
You are feeling it though, right?
Oh yes, but it's
and
thrown
you
off.
you still haven't slotted a bunch of
Mastery, yeah.
essences too.
The thing is, I'm thrown off because of the trying to figure out the rotation. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
There's a crystal remembrance for your new ally.
did I get one?
5 brave
Yep.
little mice scamper into
Nice.
Paris den. Brave, foolish little mice.
Yeah, I'm definitely hitting a lot harder.
I'm afraid I have no time to play with you. My great plague is finished, and it is time to
Get him, Aurora.
enemies. Gulgamesh, my dear. Come out and deal with
I
this.
did get a Crystal of Remembrance. Nice. So I guess we're going to do challenge mode, because that won't be much of a challenge for us, I don't think, with you here. Deathman, I think it's in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Golly, that dude died quick. Big money. Oh yeah, Zinger's in Philly. All right, Speedy, let me hit something. 102, 112. That's just ridiculous.
That's what happens when you tear up your barrage.
Oh, gosh. I don't, It'll just take time. It'll just take time.
I'll let you deal with this guy.
I keep forgetting Blood Arrow.
Don't be out there. Come inside. Your butts hang out. You're gonna bring stuff from the cells.
I keep forgetting Blood Arrow.
Here comes the stuff from the cell.
Nice.
Persistent little mice, aren't you? As you wish. Come and face my wrath.
Yeehaw. Ah!
Has your friend not done this before?
No, he has. I don't know what he's doing. So, are we gonna do where you go in and then you step back out?
Against
Yeah.
the very
Okay.
hand of fate, fools. I will have my justice. Gondor will pay for Sauron's death, and you can do nothing to stop me.
Stay at the gate until the Rangers engage her. So, come inside. Come inside.
Are we doing?
Stay at the gate until the Rangers engage her.
Are we killing the bats?
We are killing the. Yes.
You are powerless
Kill
to
bats.
stop me.
Do not kill the cauldrons.
Look at that! I two-shotted one. Woohoo! Damn it! It's a DPS race with Chromite. You will lose.
Now, when the boss comes out, you need to be on this side by the gate. Otherwise, the boss will come and stun you. He has to travel all the way across to get to you.
Ah, yes. Did you already kill him? Of course you did. So bad. Oh, sorry. Big money.
When you think your loved one's safe, the horrors of Seneca are a faded memory, and I am but a lingering nightmare. Then I will come for you, and yours will be a slow and
Oh, I'm sure she does, Deathman. Just because she beat me in the final. All right, big money.
Open the next one.
Did anybody get anything worth a crap? Not really.
You got a crystal of remembrance.
And a bunch
And you
of
have scrolls of
scrolls.
empowerments,
Yes.
because you're going to need those.
Yes, sir. All right. Leaving. Seems a bit of getting challenged not at max level in before hotfix. What is Zinger saying? I don't know what he's saying. You might be able to. Seems a bit off getting challenged not at max level. Oh. Okay. Hold on. Almost did it at 115.
Might be doable with bear tank, but I'm not sure. All right, I'll let you do these.
I'd be interested to try that once. You know what I mean? Just to see if it's possible. Well, I'm sure it's possible, but okay. I didn't get my freaking focus off because I was moving. Whew. Man, that's yeah, I can feel that, man. It's definitely.
All right, you guys go left, I'll go right.
All right. How about y'all go left and I'll go right? Just kidding. Oh, I gotta pick a target. That would help. Just one shot and shit. Oh my gosh, that cracks me up.
in your task. We have uninvited guests.
Perhaps you should get to your task then, sister. Entertain them.
Ugh. Must I do everything?
If you insist, we shall do this together.
You're going down quick, woman. She didn't go down quicker than Chromites. Money Dollar, what's up? Moving up.
Brave little mice scamper into the cat's den. Brave, foolish little mice.
You completed Morvale Slayer. There's that AoE I was talking about where he just freaking kills. So how much are you critting on those? Now, if you crit it, you can keep going on the rain of arrows, correct?
Yep, you can just keep spamming it.
So how much are you hitting usually with those on everybody?
Uh,
Deal with these pests.
41k on a devastating hit, 33k on a critical hit.
So you're taking about a third or half of their morale on all of them that are around there, pretty much, right? That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh. Big money, big money. Hey, I got a crystal.
Another Starlight Crystal. There you go. Helping
Nice.
for your. Actually, apply that to your bow.
Yeah, I'm gonna just keep working on it.
Do it now.
Okay. Where is it? It's in my bag. Yeah, I've only got one crystal. The other one was a remembrance, which is nice.
That'll be for your main hand.
Nice, nice.
But don't use it until after you've imbued.
No, you want to use the crystal before imbue because he wants to put the legacy on there, so it'll get a tier 2 instead of a tier 1 legacy.
Hold on, let me unmute him.
Saves the scroll and empowerment.
All right, Joe, you're unmuted in here, man. If you want to ask a question or whatever. He's probably trying to figure out his push to talk buttons.
No, just plugging in my headset.
Oh,
Don't open when he's not here. He's going to drag the stuff.
oh, crap.
Everybody has to be here, otherwise all the cells open and then everything comes.
Oh, it's just more challenge for you. I'm trying to make your life funner.
Well, I
Funner?
guess-
Is that a word? That's not a word.
Guess he wasn't in the room to do that. Oh, well.
Persistent.
I was saying use the Crystal of Remembrance after imbuing, because then you don't have to worry about what tier legacy you're putting on it.
No, it just it saves you having to do a legacy, but it does make you miss out on a scroll of empowerment.
Where did this guy come from? So do it before. Well, you could put it all in
Do it
Discord.
before because you get one free level on it. It's tier 2 instead of tier 1.
So we're not worried about challenge here, right?
Nope.
Struggle against the very hand of fate, fools. I will have my justice. Gondor will pay for Sauron's death, and you can do nothing to stop me.
Whatever.
Come, my pets. My greatest work is ready. Let us dance, small fools.
Oh, I didn't let them go down there.
You are powerless to stop me. All my
Boom.
plans, all my plague, undone. But I am not finished. Oh no. I promise you this. When you think your battle's won, when you think your loved ones
That's a pretty bow you got there. Is that a
It's called
cosmetic?
Deadbreaker.
It's a what?
It's called Deadbreaker. It was a loot item from Stoneheight. It uses the same skin as a level 60 first stage bow, hunter bow. So you could barter, do a turtle, get 6 of the bright emblems of Nimrodel, then barter for a level 60 hunter bow, and you'll have that cosmetic.
Nice. Did I get anything from that? don't know if I got anything from that box. What a POS. How is that possible?
That's why tier 1, it's not worth doing at cap level.
Yeah, but you got a crystal and a piece of ash from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's
Yeah.
not worth doing at 115.
All right. Well, I think we're pretty much done. I appreciate your time, man.
Yep.
And all the info and all the building, and that was a good time, man. I do really
Yeah,
appreciate
when you figure out how to use Discord regularly, we can get together again.
that. You can hit me up too, man. I'm always around. I even have it on my phone. Guys, I guess we're gonna call it a night. I need to get some sort of food. It's 9:20. I don't know what time the Grey Wardens come on. I don't know if it's 10 o'clock and 40 minutes or if it's an hour and 40 minutes. So hang out for them. Everybody, let me shout out Chromite again. Oh, dumbass. Excuse me. This is the gentleman that's been in here helping me out. He does stream on occasion. And I don't know. We'll try to do another in a week or two. We'll see what he's doing, how he's feeling. Maybe we could do, I don't know, Yellow Line talk, or maybe work on a guard or a captain.
There's not much to talk about with Yellow Line. I'm not gonna.
Right.
That's just you set up enough for the traps and you're done.
So we'll figure out some more. Maybe we'll have just a quick hour-long one or something where y'all can come in and ask questions, and he can pick his brain, see if you want any information from him. Just give him a holler. But I appreciate everybody being in here. Chromite, I do appreciate you coming in and hanging out and doing all this for me. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, we got you geared up mostly, so
yes,
now
sir.
You're gonna have some fun on the landscape.
Yes, and I'm gonna work on my offhand first stage, get that up. Joe, are you still in here?
Yep.
Thanks for coming in here, man, and hanging out. We'll definitely get together this weekend or something and try to finish up Mordor.
My champ is going to be getting absolutely no aggro anymore.
I don't know. You get them all together, and then we'll just own them together. Now, I do want to do a setup, possibly Chromite, for like the AOE setup. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That would be a good conversation or something.
Yep, we can do that next week or whatever, if you're available.
Whatever. I'm always here, man. We'll figure it out. But I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. Let me check chat real quick. Let's see. Nope, he is actually a true person, gamer. Melee only hunter builds? Yeah, Zinger, I don't think we're going to be doing that.
Hunters used to be pretty good at melee. Then Helm's Deep came out.
No, gamer, you met Keith. Joe lives here in this Metroplex, but you never did meet him. But anyway, it was a good time. Everybody, thanks for hanging in there. Don't forget to follow the channel. And I'm going to shameless plug my channel again. I guess I could have done streamer. Anyway, that's my personal channel. Don't forget to hit me up there. We do this, other games. But anyway, guys, thanks for hanging out, and we will see you. Actually, I'll be back on the official tomorrow on my regular time. This was Mortumbra's time.
You know what? I just remembered our raid is canceled tomorrow, so I may be able to come on again. So maybe tomorrow we can work on the AOs.
Okay, well, that's when I do the 1 to 115. So it depends on
Oh, okay.
if everybody's going to show up, which I need to put something in Discord and see. But most of the time, people are good about showing up. But if it doesn't, I will definitely holler at you. I'll keep you in the loop. You can check it on the Discord channel. We have a channel for that group. So if you see that we're going, you're definitely welcome to hang out. Come and hang out and talk, whatever anybody is. But anyway, thanks again, guys. I will see y'all tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Or am I 7? 7 p.m. Central. Okay. Take care. Thanks.